You're late.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about that intro. That's what I do for my videos. I usually don't do an intro for this show, but it is what it is. And welcome to Defend Your Unit. I'm Johnny K. Picks. Alongside me is Pickem MMA Nick. And we
What's
are
up,
here
guys?
to break down UFC Vegas 104. How's it going, man? And are you looking forward to this card?
I mean, I think the fights are gonna be fun, but like from betting, not like UFC 313.
A lot of
Obviously,
crazy
like,
lines, too. They're all
yeah, a
inflated
lot of
again.
people making their debut. I mean, chalky lines. Like, you always gotta like be careful with those people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it could be a fun card. Like, I think we're gonna see a lot of finishes on this card.
Yeah, especially in the middle of the card. I think I have at least 4 or 5 finishes in the middle of the card. Like it's going to start out slow, and then it's going to be really good, and then for finishes, and then it's going to go back down to slow.
Hey, even the first two fights, I don't think they're gonna be boring. Right? Nunes is a brawler, so Nunes,
Yeah.
John B. Girl. Like, I like watching
Yep.
John B. Girl. Like, she's actually fun. She's got no striking defense at all.
True, and that's the best kind of fights you want to see.
So exactly.
It's people that are just crazy, and they don't care about getting hit, and they don't care about hitting people either.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Duben. Like, there's 2 good reasons to watch her fight this weekend.
Oh, Duben and Carly?
Yeah, Carly, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be we'll talk about it more, but I remember when I was watching the tape, I'm just like, I don't know. There's so many unknowns.
I mean, I think she was the biggest underdog, right? That cast on Contender Series, like, I don't know how many years.
She was at like what, plus 400 or 500?
I was like more than that. Like, I think Shannon
Carter you're right. It might have been like 8.
No, so yeah, it was like minus plus 800, plus 900 almost.
Mm-hmm.
The closing line.
Yeah, that I remember that knockout though. I was like, this is wild. This is like the craziest upset, even like for UFC almost. Like that's how crazy it was.
Yeah, he must hit really fucking hard.
Yeah, but yeah, that other girl, I don't remember her name, but she did
Shannon
not.
Clark.
She did not put her hands up.
Canadian. I mean, it hasn't really been working out for the Canadians. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll tell you guys that right now.
Other than Jasmine,
and Robertson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Jasmine is fighting. Who's she fighting? Andrade, right? In Montreal,
yes.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her. I think she's going to be fighting for her title soon.
Yeah, this is the run. I think she's like 35, so she needs to pick it up a little bit, get up there in the top 5, and hope for the best. Because I think after her one shot, she might be, top 10. I'm not saying she's bad.
And she's been finishing girls too, so I don't think it's going to take that long for her to get that title shot.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, before we get going though, how'd you do? Did you say did you have bets last week?
Yeah, I had 3 bets last week. I had the parlay with the under 2.5 rounds in that Rufi fight and the Leo fight that cash. I think that was like plus 211,
Easy.
plus 221. I had Ankalaev money line plus 100, and had DeJourne Santos at minus 120. So I didn't really make anything on those 2 bets. Okay. It's canceled because DeJourne Santos. I think he should have won, but like it was so close that I can't really, like, I'm not gonna be out here screaming robbery because it could have gone either way. And Diaz was from the States, right? So obviously, if it's close enough, they're gonna give you the guy from the States, and he usually looking good in the second, third round. So it's not that bad. But I was happy that Ankalaev won. Honestly, like I know there's not a lot of Ankalaev fans out there. I'm one of those few.
I thought Carrera won 1, 3, and 5. I'll say it, but it wasn't a robbery by any means. Yeah. Round 3 was the closest round. It's whoever you thought won round 3 probably won that fight. So, I mean, it was a very close round. But let's get going. Let's talk to the chat here a little bit, and then we will get started. We have 13 fights this week. Knock on wood, not 10. So we're hoping to have more than 10 fights this week. So here we go. We got Damien. What's up, Damien? Ready for this episode? Thanks for coming out, hanging out with us. Ryan Matthews is our guy. I'm finally on time, and you're late. I'm always late. You know that. 5 minutes at least. Raw Torque. Word up, mother fluffers. What's up, man? Appreciate you as always. Derek, our guy. I've been tailing the Defend Your Unit Safety Parlay and beer parlays for the last 5 shows. I made over $800. Look at that, guys. I mean, we don't just give out crap bets. Unfortunately, I lost all of it on NBA though and NCAA. Great parlay picks. Okay, well, we'll get this one back. We'll get you some money this card too. and we'll get another run going. How about that? Easy. We got Carmi in here. What's up, Johnny? What's up, man? We got Any Action Effie in here. What's up, man? Appreciate you hanging out with us as always. Real fight picks. AJ Cunningham money line is slowly seducing him. Oh, what is it? Plus 500?
I think you opened up like plus 500.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's plus 455 right now. I don't hate it. We'll talk about it. Shady, what's up, Shady? Johnny, quick picks and Haji, I'm gonna guess. We got Jeremy in here. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, boys? Lima by decision. I am all over that as well. I like that too. Marshall got screwed.
Yeah, that was just, I couldn't believe it, bro. I could not believe that.
And I had Santos money line on a couple.
Like I picked Santos too, but like I didn't bet that fight. But like I gave it a play plus 3.5 on Marshall. I didn't bet it, but I gave it on my breakdown. Like I didn't think Santos was gonna finish him.
Yeah. We got Scotty Law in here. What's up, Scotty? I'm here. Shannon Ross picks is awesome. Ross. Oh no.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's my bro. It's my bro.
She actually won her next fight, Shannon Ross in LFA. She beat a girl that was like the interim champion.
Oh, Shanna Ross?
Yeah, Shannon Ross. The girl that got killed by Duben.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think he was talking about what's that guy's name?
Shannon Ross. Okay, the UFC fighter.
The Australian guy that keeps getting knocked out.
Yeah. You have the same name, I mean.
Yeah. But all right, let's get going. Okay. Let's get going to the first fight. We got Unessi Duben versus Carly Judice. Who do you like here?
Bro, like the reason like I'm gonna go with the Duben, even though I don't think she's as clean of a striker as Judice. I think Judice has better cardio. Like we know she can fight for 50 minutes. She's not gonna slow down. She gets better as the fights go on longer. But the reason like I'm gonna go with the underdog here is because I'm gonna be disappointed if Duben wins this fight as a big underdog. Then I pick Judice at like minus 700, minus 600. I'm gonna be pissed off. Like I'm gonna be really pissed off with myself. So I do think Nunes, like what was I? Duben, yeah, I think she's an aggressive brawler. Has knockout power. We've seen her finish everyone since he went pro. She's gotten the distance before in amateurs. So like she's got okay cardio, but she's kind of sloppy. She has good forward pressure. She's gone the distance before, so like not recently, obviously. So maybe that's why the lines are so chalky towards Judice. Maybe the thinks he's gonna gas out trying to finish her early. And Judice has a high volume, is a high volume striker, a really good cardio. UFC experience, obviously. He's fought two girls that are pretty solid now in the UFC. She's gonna be bigger, taller, but the reach advantage. I'm still gonna pick Duben, but like not really a confident pick.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody for picking Duben. I am going to go with Judice, though, just because I just think there's more unknowns for Duben than there are Judice. Like, I know what I'm going to get from Judice. Like, she's going to get hit a lot, but she's going to throw back a ton of volume, and she's got good cardio, like you said. It's just I don't know what happens after round one for Duben. Like, she's been winning by first round KO more times than not. Actually, I think maybe every fight of hers, but the first 5 fights, she's fought 0-0 girls. And her first real fight was in the Contender Series where she knocked out that girl that was that big ass favorite. But I mean, that was early in the first round too. So there's just so much unknowns with her. And like, I get it. She's plus 300 or more or was. And I mean, that line's coming down now because I think everybody's thinking the same thing. But I mean, I'm not betting this fight.
Yeah, me either.
Obviously, I got to see it. I got to see both of them fight more. But like I said, I kind of know what I'm getting with Carly. I'm just going to bank on that. I know they're both kind of green in a way, too. So you're really just kind of assuming someone's going to win. So I guess dog or pass spot for sure. Not confident whatsoever in either of these girls. But I guess, yeah, Duben is the more dangerous fighter. But the longer the fight goes.
Do you think Judice is going to win all 2 rounds or finish her later?
I mean, maybe there could be a finish just because we just don't know the cardio from Duben. Like after round 1 or round and a half or something like that. We don't know. Like maybe she gasses out. Maybe she just goes crazy in the first round because she's so used to that first round knockout. Yeah, that we've seen it time and time again with other guys. So, but I know who's going to have better cardio. I mean, at least I assume who's going to have better cardio because I've seen it. But she throws tons of volume. So, I mean, I don't think she's going to win all 3 rounds. Carly, if it goes all 3 rounds, I think she'll lose at least 1. So, but I do think if if she does win, it's probably by decision, but maybe there is a late finish. You don't know.
I think
There's
it
just so
goes
much
longer,
unknown.
man. Judice, I think the problem for her, like the reason she's losing all these fights, but close robbery, like I wouldn't say robbery, like she's losing these fights. She doesn't wear damage as well as these other girls, right? Like her skin color is like, you know what I
Pale.
mean? Like, right, yeah. So like, if once she gets cracked on the face, like she starts leaking. I mean, like it's like she doesn't wear damage well. So I feel like if it goes a distance, it could be like split, could be close.
Yeah, it could be a close fight, but yeah, definitely gonna stay away. Like, there's not even really like over under. It's 2.5 at -175 for the over 2.5, and that's kind of
I
unheard
think
of for a
Duben plus
women's.
3.5. That might be like the play that I might get to if I do end
Okay,
up playing anything.
yeah.
So I don't know if
I
I see
mean,
her
I
getting finished here.
I like that. You would just have to hope that she has the cardio for 3 rounds.
I think she's tough, man. Normally these South American girls, they're pretty tough. Even the
Yeah,
fighters from South America, I
it's
think
just
she's pretty tough.
cardio. I mean, it might be like a standing TKO kind of deal thing where she's just not throwing enough, and then the ref just stops it, like standing up. Like, I could see that happening too. Like, it's just
Maybe
there's just
third
so
round. I
much
mean, but
unknowns.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
like
I don't
third
know if I
round.
see it. I think it's probably gonna go longer. I mean, all these WMA fights go longer.
Hmm. Yeah, we'll see. This is a weird one. I'm glad starting out the night because if I'm a little late to the party, I won't be too mad if I miss it. So, but let's see what everyone else says. Jeremy says, Johnny, I have to ask, Cubs or White Sox? So my 8-year-old self did pick the White Sox 32 years ago. So yeah, I'm a White Sox fan. Unfortunately, I can't choose and switch now. But if they do move out of Chicago one of these days, then I am a free agent. So, but I probably won't be a Cubs fan. I'll tell you that. We got Kloss in here. What's up, Kloss? Pickem, Johnny K crossover. I never saw it coming. Well,
I think we did a breakdown last year, right? Me, you,
yeah,
and Cody. We did a breakdown before.
I think we even did one just you and me, like
I
maybe
think,
November,
yeah. I forgot
December, or
about
something
that.
like that.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
forgot about
I'll have
that.
to get you back on more often. Like I said before the show, like I just try to like set up people like on the line, and sometimes I forget about people. I'm like, crap, I gotta get him. So
Very good, bro.
we'll have to get you back on for sure.
Let's
Kiwi
go,
Brew, what's
Kiwi.
up? Kiwi Chur, man. Appreciate you as always. Pickem is a top 2 Indian MMA YouTuber.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
There we go. Who's the other one?
I'm not
I want to know.
sure.
I want to
Probably
know
yeah, I'm
this
in my
guy.
lock of the night. Right? I'm in my lock of the
Oh,
night. Probably
okay.
him.
You're number one. Ouch. Yeah, I know it sucks. It's being a White Sox fan is not fun, I'll tell you that. But 2005 was great.
You bet on baseball and stuff like
From time to time, yeah. I'm not
I
very
only bet
good at
NBA.
it.
Like I tried betting baseball. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I don't even know how the game works. I don't have a clue about how baseball works.
Well, it's funny because like MLB, I don't like player props. I don't bet any player props on baseball. I'll just do money lines only.
Yeah,
And
like
then
for
for
me, NBA
NBA,
is you can do live bets on NBA. Like I took
yeah.
Cavaliers at like live at minus 150. Then I took the Pacers. The Pacers game was crazy close,
I know
bro.
why yesterday.
Burden saved me last night. It was crazy. Like he got a 3-pointer, like and a free throw. I was sweating that one for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy. But like for NBA, I like betting NBA. I don't really watch it too much, but I only bet NBA
Yeah,
player
I don't watch
props.
the games. I look at it. You know, the DraftKings, they have the graphics. You can watch the game there. I
Yeah,
just look at it through there. Like I don't like. It's hard to watch like soccer, NBA for me after watching MMA because you have so much action in MMA. It's like
I
it's tough
know.
to like sit there and watch the game.
But football, NFL football though. Oh yeah, I bet
Did you
money
bet Chiefs
lines.
or Eagles?
I did Chiefs.
Yeah, a lot of
Oh
people. I think they. I was about to bet him. Then I seen the first quarter. I was like, holy shit, they getting destroyed. And I was
yeah,
like, should I bet him on plus 200? Then I was like, I don't even know. I shouldn't be betting this. I'm happy that it passed.
yeah. It happens though. But I kept going with the Chiefs because I picked them the last 2 times to win. So like for the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah, a
when they
lot of
were in
money
it.
were on the
So
Chiefs. I mean, I think most people like that I've seen were betting Chiefs.
yep. Let's see. We got Rem Dog in here. Sup, Johnny? I like to officially announce my retirement from betting Jalen Turner. Well, we all because he's
I'm
retired as
happy.
well.
Like I'm not happy that he retired, obviously, but like I'm happy that Ignacio got that submission.
Yeah,
Like,
that was wild.
he's my lock league, so I was super. I was nervous for that one for sure because Turner's dangerous early.
Yep. Pick 'em gambles on everything. That's the best thing to do. And we got Jesse in here. What's up, Dub Bears? Indeed, they are going to be better this year. I'm not going to say amazing. They'll be better. But the next fight here is another women's MMA fight. We got Josiane Nunes versus Priscilla Cachoeira. And I'll go ahead and go for this one. But yeah, I think the line's a little wide. And I'm going to go with the underdog here in Cachoeira. Like, I know both these women, sorry. Woo. Both these women are strikers and they both have power. But Priscilla's going to be a little bit bigger, and I know she's moving up to 135, and but she's going to be taller, maybe not have as much reach because Nunes has some crazy arms, but she is super short, and I don't see any grappling from either one of these girls. And I think the more, if you want to say technical striker, is going to be Priscilla. Like, she might get hit more, but Nunes just throws like that overhand right, and she's just hoping to land that home run shot with that. And then I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that Priscilla is going to win. I think the line should be a little bit closer. And, if you look back at some of these, like who they fought, Priscilla's fighting, she's losing to the better competition, but Nunes is just fighting, kind of, I don't want to say cans, but she's fighting cans. So the experience, I'm going to give the Priscilla too. And, it could be a close fight. But I'm just going to go with the dog here. I don't know. I have a feeling my gut says so. I know she's a little older, but she's a zombie for a reason. So give me Cachoeira. What do you think?
I mean, I don't blame you for taking Priscilla Cachoeira here. She's obviously been fighting the much better competition, right? Jasmine, who's a wrestler, and she got dropped by Jasmine too, right, with the right hand. She's been taking a lot of damage. I feel like Nunes is she's not anything to write home about. Nunes is like, she's what is she, like 5 feet tall, maybe like
5'2".
5'2". She might be like 5, to be honest. Keep it real, probably like 5 feet tall.
She's a little midget.
But like, she's the only reason I'm gonna pick Nunes here because I think she's gonna be like the one pressuring forward the whole time. I don't think she's gonna be on the back foot. Like, we've just seen her against Cavalcante. Like, one judge had it 30-27 for Nunes. I mean, I still can't believe that. Yeah. Let me see. I think it was Judge McCarthy that scored Nunes and Cavalcante for Nunes 30-27. So I feel like this is probably going to be close. But the reason, like, I can't take the dog shot here in Priscilla Cachoeira, she's too like patient. She'll like load up on the right hand over and over and over. It's the same right hand she throws over and over. She's not really throwing any combinations out there. Like, I mean, I can't blame anyone taking a dog shot because, like, how can you trust Nunes at this line? She's getting taken on by Chelsea Chandler, like, who's a good wrestler, but, like, just a terrible fight there. But, like, I think Nunes is going to have the better cardio. She's tougher, forward pressure, small cage. If she does get a takedown, I think she's got pretty nasty ground and pound. I've seen her finish Diony Barboza outside the UFC. And I think it might have been Ella Fair. Can't remember which promotion it was. Like, she finished Diony Barboza, who's actually got pretty good BJJ with ground and pound. She hits harder, I feel like, than Priscilla. She's got knockouts with knockout power. I'm gonna pick Nunes probably by like a third round TKO or decision. But okay. Not really confident on this one.
Right on. Yeah, I'm not like super confident either. I'm just going with the dog here. I think it'll be a closer fight than the line says. Let's put it that way. Unless Nunes lands that. Yeah, and unless Nunes lands that overhand bomb or something like that. I mean, which can happen. But it hasn't happened in a while, though. I'm trying to think of her last
KO. He hasn't really
Malecki back in 2021. That was her last
Not sure who that is. I've been watching UFC for 10 years. I don't even know who that is.
That's all you got to know. She ain't in the UFC anyway. She wasn't in the UFC for too long, let's put it that way.
Did you remember Joe Rogan called Lucindo a man? Did you remember that? Was hilarious.
Yeah.
He went off the script for that one.
We got Ryan Jordan. What's up, Ryan? Nothing like ending my workday with some defend your units. Studied defend your units at BYU. There we go. We're gonna whoop ass. Best 6 team win ever. Exactly. That's what we do with the Bears.
This fight's gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be a fun fight to watch because they're both have no striking defense and they're both so hittable. I think it's gonna be a fun fight.
Yeah. And we got AJ. What's up, AJ? Take that Bears head off. You should be ashamed. I'm not ashamed. They're coming back. Slowly but surely. We got Effie, the resident Iowa alum, if you want to say fan. Yeah, we are stupid. That's what we do. Yep.
Was that Joe Rogan? Was that Joe Rogan?
Oh, it might have been Joe Rogan. Yeah, I remember him saying that in that fight, though. But I channeled my inner Rogan there. replace that with a paper bag. Not yet. I'll give it some time. Zombie Girl has her nickname because she is slow and old as zombie. She's done. Okay.
She's not that old, I feel like.
She's
How old
not
is
old.
she?
I think she's 36.
It's not that old for W. We just
old,
see Lemos go out there and beat Lucinda, right? How was the age gap there? It's like crazy age gap there.
Yep. Over 2.5 for this fight. Pick'em women's.
I think it
MMA
probably goes
says.
over. I mean, all these WMA fights go over.
Yeah, I can see that too. Let's see. Next fight is gonna be a good one. Andre Lima versus Daniel Barez. Who do you like here?
I am gonna go with Lima. I'm pretty confident Lima's gonna win this one. The reason for me going with Lima here is a good kickboxer, really good cardio. He's patient. He takes his time. He's not really gonna rush in there and make mistakes. Like I don't really ever see him make that many mistakes out there. He's patient, takes his time. Really nice leg kicks, body kicks, and he doesn't really striking defense is on point also, and he can wrestle now. We just seen that his last fight. He can wrestle because Dos Santos was trying to like grapple him, and he turned the script on Dos Santos. So like he doesn't have a lot of power. I feel like because I bet him by KO before on Contender Series over that Jenidim guy. I can't remember his name right now, but the guy that he fought in Contender Series, he's just one of these guys that's gonna like take the smart approach. He's not really gonna like fight out of his comfort zone. So like I do like Lima here. I think he can win. He has multiple ways to win. He can even find a submission. I mean, which we haven't really seen him find a submission. But I think he's been working on that part of his game, and he's looking for submissions over Felipe Dos Santos, who's actually a really good grappler and has really good submission game of his own. But Barez is good striking, good power. He's probably the more powerful, quick striker early in the first round. But if he doesn't knock him out early or like hurt him early, even if he does hurt him early, I feel like the way Barez just kind of fades after the first round, I don't really like trust him after the first round. Even against Altamirano, who has no power, he was getting rocked in the second, third round. I can't remember which round. I think it was the second, third round. He was getting rocked, and Altamirano was like coming back in that fight, and he was trying to take over. Yeah, I mean, he almost finished Altamirano early. Altamirano was like kind of made. I mean, he's like another, like, I can't remember, like, there's like a few guys that fight similar to Altamirano. Tercios, Altamirano, all these guys are like the same people, I feel like. But yeah, I like Barez, the way he rips to the body. He's got really nasty liver kicks. And he hurt Jeff Ofilo to the body. I mean, Jeff Ofilo had to pull guard to recover over and over. But he can't really grapple unless he's fighting low-level guys when he'll be able to like hurt him on the feet and submit him after. Well, I'm gonna go the Lima, maybe like a third round finish or like decision. Probably decision because he's gonna take the smart approach. Give me Lima, probably decision.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. I think Lima gets this one done. I'm pretty confident. I wouldn't say he's like my top 3 most confident, but I mean, like you said, I just think he's the more technical striker, especially at range and better kickboxer. Barez needs to kind of make this fight a little dirty to have a chance, I think. But I don't like his cardio after like round 1. I just think he's like mainly round 1 finish or bust, and then he just kind of fades a little bit. I know he went to decision with in his last fight and won against Victor Altamirano, but like, you know, I mean, it's Victor Altamirano. Like
he's tough, though. He's tough.
He's
but,
very
like,
tough, very tough.
Good.
But like, yeah, it's night and day here, and Lima's gonna be landing a lot more than Victor. Just Victor couldn't really get that wrestling going all that much, and that's his game plan. This is a totally different fighter, but Lima should be good. I think he'll stuff any of the takedowns Barez tries, if he even tries at all. Yeah, I think as long as he doesn't get knocked out in the first round and do something stupid, I think he gets this one done easy and by decision too. So I think it's going to be a. Are
you going to bet the over here, or are you just going to bet Lima by decision?
I was thinking about just doing Lima by decision, honestly.
I think it's probably safer.
The over.
I took the over his last fight over Dos Santos, but I think Dos Santos is way better than like Barez, like a lot tougher.
Yeah,
has better submission defense.
My thing is like if Barez wins, I think he wins by a finish. I don't think he's going to win a decision. So yeah. If I already think Lima's going to win a decision, and he's probably like, I don't think Barez is, might as well just do Lima by decision. I think it's close to like -110 or something like that, -120.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to win. But the over 2.5, I think it's a good like parlay piece.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. Like I was really confident in him over 2.5 rounds in that last fight. I think it's like -180, -1. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I did parlay that. Like that was also really confident because I've seen like Felipe fight against Manel Cap and like took some heavy shots against Manel Cap and he wasn't really going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Barez, like he's tough too, but like when you grapple him, he makes too many mistakes. I feel like even though like that's not really Lima's game, but clearly he's been working on it now.
True. That's what I was gonna just say. Actually, like Lima, not Lima. I'm sorry. Barez has been submitted 3 times and he's never been knocked out, but we've seen him get rocked a few times. So he is open to be rocked. But if, like you said, Lima takes a smart approach and just basically stays at range and kickboxes them, I mean, you'll know who's gonna win in the first like 3 or 4 minutes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Grateful Dude, what's up, Grateful Dude? Lima by submission is a sneaky play.
Yep. I think it's like plus 800. I'm just trying to see where they open it up on other books like FanDuel.
Okay. Wow, that is pretty good.
The last one that I hit, maybe a second, third on submission. That might be sneaky because I hit Santos, Gabriel Santos second, third on. I was like, I got an odd boost on that. It was like plus 1,000, so I got like plus 1,500 on that.
I know. I remember the last sneaky like submission I won was Mel Costa recently.
That was good.
I just did it like a live one, like before the fight. I didn't track it or anything, and I think that was like plus 650 or something like that.
Yeah, like Feely's done, man. I picked him. Like I'm glad I didn't bet him, but like holy shit, he's just fighting for paychecks. I don't think he really wants to like.
Barez, I can see a world where Lima wins all 3 rounds, though.
Yeah,
because I think he can literally pick him apart.
He's gonna have to win the first round or second round because I don't see him winning the third round.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100% true. He won't win round 3 for sure. The Gambler, Johnny K, you are live with Pickem MMA. Can't believe. Let's go Lima by decision. Let's go, Gambler. Appreciate you hanging out with us as always. But the next fight we got going is, if I can get to there, Sam Hughes versus.
Is that the next one?
That's what it says on Tapology. Versus Stephanie Luciano. I want to say Lucindo. Yeah, this is a tough fight for me to pick because like I almost want to pick Sam Hughes, but every time I pick her, she looks like crap. But every time I don't pick her, she looks amazing. So like I know what I'm going to get with Sam Hughes, but I do think Stephanie Luciano is the better like just overall fighter on paper, especially striking. I think she's got good enough cardio because a lot of times when Sam Hughes wins, like she just melts her opponents like after a round and a half. And she just gets that wrestling going, stays on top, and wins that way. But I think Stephanie's cardio is going to be better than a lot of those people that Sam Hughes won from. Definitely going to be a better striker. It's just whether or not Stephanie can stuff the majority of the takedowns throughout the fight. I do think she can. So I think this fight goes to decision. I know the over 2.5 is outrageous, like at minus 600.
Yeah, but I was looking at that earlier.
Yeah, but both these girls are not dangerous at all, and both of them have good cardio, and both of them are pretty tough too. So that probably hits. I mean, if you want to play it, if you want a free leg, there it is. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go with Stephanie Luciano. I'm not super confident because I think there is a world where Sam Hughes can potentially win like 2 and 3. Just by getting takedowns and controlling. But I don't think it's going to happen. But I have a weird feeling it might because I just have a bad reputation picking Sam Hughes fights. So going with Stephanie, though. So do what you will with that knowledge. I can't pick Sam Hughes fights, and I'm not picking Sam Hughes. What do you think?
I mean, I agree with you, Ray. Sam Hughes, he's going to be durable. He's not going to go anywhere. Gonna be there for all 15 minutes, and if you're not focused for all 15 minutes, you give her any chance, he's gonna take it, right? So he's gonna start taking over the fight, and then once he's taken over the fight, he's getting more confident. He's gonna start walking down, landing shots in the clinch. Like I don't think her striking is that good at range. Like her boxing is pretty good. I think her boxing is where she does all the work at. She's got cardio, better cardio. Luciano's got good cardio too. So like if I was gonna pick against Luciano here. I was watching tape back and I was like, let me see how her cardio is because like Luciano gets better as the fights go longer, right? We've seen her on the Contender Series too. Once she was getting taken on over and over and over, still like getting better. So her cardio was getting better. I mean, it was already there. And then we've seen against Alencar in the rematch, he was able to stop takedowns, but Alencar is like 5 feet tall. So he's a better BJJ practitioner than Sam Hughes, though. Like on paper, like I'm not sure how much that's going to translate to into MMA, like in her career next couple of fights, maybe. Like Sam Hughes is a better striker than Alencar is longer, rangier, fought the better opponents in the UFC. But yeah, normally, like you said earlier, right? Normally she's taking fights over when girls start getting tired, like after the first round. Amarim almost had that submission early in the first round, and that should have been a 10-8 round. I mean, I don't think Sam Hughes did anything in the first round.
Yeah,
should have been a draw at the very least. I mean, but that's the way she's gonna win if she wins this fight. Yep. I think Luciano can do the same thing as Jasmine Hadagui. Keep those kicks going at range, leg kicks, body kicks, deep kicks to the body, and I think she's gonna be able to keep the range. And just if her cardio holds up, she's gonna look minus 200, whatever she's at right now. But yeah, Sam Hughes plus 3.5, that might be the parlay piece if you guys want to parlay, because I think she can win the third round maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I like this plus 3.5 better than Barez for sure. I think Hughes can win a round. It would probably either be rounds 2 or 3. So more likely 3. Yeah,
those plus 3.5s are pretty good. I gave out Vera plus 3.5, and I gave out plus 5.5 on like I bet Ankalaev money line, but like I felt more comfortable giving out that plus 5.5 on Ankalaev, because I think if he doesn't get knocked out early, there's no way he's gonna lose is gonna lose more than like 2 rounds.
Yeah, last week for the easy money parlay for Defend Your Units, we did Gaethje plus 3.5 because we're like, he's gonna win. He's gonna win one.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Justin hater. I like his style, but like maybe I don't believe in the guy. I believe in physique too much. Maybe I don't know what's going on with me.
I'll be honest though, like I'm with you. I don't think I've ever picked Justin or bet Justin in a fight except like just this last fight. And the only reason why I did is because Fiziev was coming back from a knee injury. He hasn't fought in a year and a half. And I'm like, this line should be flipped. And you saw it like after round 1. Like Fiziev looked weird. And I was like, yeah, he's just not 100%. He just
doesn't have the power like in his hands. Like,
and maybe he was really questioning that leg because he's a kicker. Like,
and I think he injured his ankle again, right, in the
something
fight?
like that. Or like a toe or whatever they said. But like, I don't think that like messed him up too much. I just think he might have been a little worried about kicking like too hard because it's a major injury.
He was actually doing well in the first round. He was landing some nice knees up the middle, clinch. But Justin's like dirty boxing. The clinch is just super good.
Yeah, I know.
Like the way he can rip to the body.
It was a fun fight. Let's see, another super pale fighter in Hughes. Yep. What's up, Bunny Hunter? What's up, guys? Hit the likes, Ninja Watchers. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, Fizie's moving down to 145 right here. He's talking about
That's wild.
I think he can make 145.
I think he can make it, but he's going to look a little weird.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like Dan Hooker, right? Hopefully Chin's not completely gone at 145 like Dan Hooker.
And we got Lane in here. What's up, Lane? Good to see you guys. Good to see you as well. Appreciate you. We got There Will Be Blood, our guy. Hey, guys. Sam Cardio is a beast. Or Sam is a cardio beast. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's got good cardio. We'll see what happens. And we got...
I like Luciano, man. I think this is kind of cute. Luciano. What do you think about that, Johnny? Think this is cute or what?
I'm looking at the Tapology one. She got a little blood in her...
You get her probably look her Instagram.
Yeah. It's the one that she's like licking blood off.
Maybe that's like that has something to do with me picking her here. Maybe that's why I'm not picking Sam Hughes, but I honestly I do think Luciano is really good, but like parlaying at minus 250 against someone that's proven they can win as underdogs, it's not really something.
Yeah, I'd rather parlay the 3.5 than
the over. I think the over is gonna even a minus 600. It's gonna. I don't see under cashing here.
No, if you can even do a fight goes a distance, you might get minus 500 or something stupid. But I mean, I think that's pretty. I don't want to say free, but I'm gonna say probably.
I think it is free. I think the over is free.
And we got Mad Mardigan. What's up, man? Fiziev will be a problem at 145 if he gets down there. Yeah, he could be for sure. But we got the next fight coming up, and it's gonna be Josiah's Musasa versus Carlos Vera. Who do you like here?
Bro, like I gotta go with Musasa. Like I was impressed by his Contender Series fight. He took on that guy from Georgia who's training with Marab. The guy was like, look, I mean, he should have won that fight. I scored that for Tangela, but the reason they gave it to Musasa is again, right, the forward pressure. Like I said earlier in the Nunes fight and the other fight, Duben. Like these girls that have forward pressure, like these guys that have forward pressure, even if you're like getting outstruck on the feet or getting taken down. And he was getting taken on, right? He was getting taken on, but he wasn't really like settling on bottom for like more than 10 seconds, right? The guy is really physically strong. He's popping right back up. Do I think Vera has a wrestling like Tanzila? Hell nah. He's a striking coach
He's
over
a
there at
BJJ
Ryan
nerd.
Hall, right? Yeah, he's a BJJ nerd like Ryan Hall, and he's a striking coach. I did not know that he's a striking coach because he doesn't look like he's a good striker.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
He
that
is?
was kind of shocked me, honestly. And I don't think Musasa's like that good of a striker. Like he's super green. He doesn't really like he throws in combination to the body. Like he's got a nice leg kicks too. But like the reason like I'm gonna go with Musasa here is just the age gap, obviously, and the athleticism. His cardio is really good, man. I know
Mhm.
people are worried about the cardio. That what happens because he's knocking everyone in the first round. Like, what's gonna happen if this goes fast past the first round? We
We saw
find out,
it.
right? The guy's good. Even when he's
Mhm.
getting taken down, which I don't think where I can like shoot that many takedowns or like get that many takedowns on him or hold him down for more than like even second. I don't even think he's gonna get a single takedown. This guy. He's gonna for him to win. I think Musasa's gonna have to like shoot on him and give him that submission, like a
Mhm.
guillotine, or like maybe like hurt him on the feet and drop him, then like run into trying to finish him, and then like go into his guard. Maybe Vera locks in a triangle. Like he's got good BGM. You can't like overlook that Ray Vera and these
Yeah.
guys, Ryan Hall. These guys are slick on the ground, and I'm not sure Musasa's like ground game is still kind of like we still have to find out how good he is on the ground. Even if he is locked in a submission temp, I don't think he's gonna get like tapped out. My only concern, like if you're parlaying Musasa, which I don't think if it was a terrible parlay if you got him at like minus 500. If you're parlaying him at minus 900, I would be careful because like this could be like Bolazioki versus Chris Duncan. Remember, he was hurting him on the feet and he
Yeah.
ran into shot a
Yep.
takedown on him for no reason. Well, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it probably goes under 1.5. I was leaning towards over 1.5 before. The more I think about it, I mean, if Vera's gonna have to strike with him, this guy's gonna be on him with the pressure. He's gonna be backing him up against the cage. He's gonna be landing body shots. I don't think he's gonna respect his power at all. So like, he's not gonna have anything coming back his way. So yeah, I'm probably gonna Musasa like a first round KO.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I think this is definitely one of my more confident picks. I just don't think Vera is going to be able to handle the pressure and especially handle any of the striking that Musasa has. His only chance is to try to get this fight to the mat and work his grappling, but I don't think he's going to be able to take him down. I don't think his wrestling is going to be good enough to do it, and Musasa is definitely going to be stronger, and I think he can stuff any takedowns. So I did say first round KO as well. I mean, maybe early second round KO, but yeah, Musasa is just, I think he's too athletic and too strong and way better striking, I think, or more dangerous striking. Let's put it that way.
I just hope he doesn't pull off Jekka Sergey or like
Yeah, I
Justin
mean,
Wilson. You remember that one? Like what the hell was that?
it would have to be something wild, like Musasa shoots a takedown and he gets guillotine, like you said. Like I just don't see how else he win. Like Vera can
Yeah.
win. He's not going to win the striking. I don't know, but he's minus 800 now. Earlier in the week, he was around minus 500 early in the
500, I
week.
think.
Maybe you can just look at Musasa by KO or to cut that line in half or something like that if you really want to. I think he finishes it inside the distance for sure. This is where we're going to start seeing, I think, some finishes, and this is one of them. I'm pretty confident in.
I think they're trying to get rid of Vera now, the UFC,
Yeah.
because he came in a short notice, right? He was supposed to fight someone else before, then he took on Nakamura.
And they fed him
See.
Nakamura, and Nakamura didn't really do too much, and we kind of
was
seen that he's
expecting
not really
Nakamura
what
to
we
finish
think. Yeah.
He was supposed to fight Danny Marcos. Okay, that's who it was. So they signed him to fight Danny Marcos on short notice, and that guy actually got canceled because Marcos had visa issues. Then they gave him. Then he was supposed to fight in Cage for UFC, and they gave him Nakamura. So they've just been trying to they've just been feeding these guys. Pretty much. I think that's what's happening here.
Yep. Musasa KO prop is the only valid pick in my opinion.
So what is that, like minus 200?
It's probably somewhere around there, but I mean, like I said, if you want to cut that minus 800 in half or more, I mean, I think he gets it done by KO. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a lock, but it's pretty close. I think that's how he wins if he wins this fight. Can he win a decision? Sure, but if you're going to take damage from him for 3 rounds, I mean, Vera must be super tough then.
I've seen
That's the
Vera
case.
hurt before. Normally, like he can like tangle up and like survive like that. He's pretty tough though. But I do see him getting finished here.
Yeah. Raw Torque likes the Vera sub. If you're going to play him, I think that's the way to do it. No sub, Musasa. Been leaning Musasa all week, but having second thoughts now. I think Musasa's, you don't have to second thought this one. I think you're good. Go with your initial. That Vera dad or Dodd line is
Dog
what's
line. I
DOD?
think you mean dog line.
Oh, dog. Okay, dog line. Yeah, I think there's better dogs, like bigger dogs. Maybe not bigger dogs. There's better big dogs on this card than I think Vera is. I think we kind of talked about one in Duben earlier. I think that's a good one.
I think the plus enough and Duben's like better than playing like
I think
Vera
Hughes
money line.
actually might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Plus 200. I
More
think
proven
Cachoeira is
UFC,
better.
yeah.
Plus 160 now or so. I think that's a better dog line than like just from hitting, like not the odds, obviously. I think it's a better chance of hitting. Let's put it that way. What a crap card.
We see this every time for the Apex card.
I know,
they actually
but
turn
then
out
like once
pretty good.
Saturday hits, I'm like, I don't care what kind of card it is. I say the same thing too.
Yeah.
When I first did my video, I'm looking at this card. I'm like, yeah, it is what
Now,
it
when
is.
you get a deep study, you're like, shit, Marvin Vettori headlining another Fight Night card. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
All right, next one we got is gonna be Su Young Yu versus AJ Cunningham, and I believe it's my turn. Yeah, this is one where I'm not like super confident in. I'm still gonna go with Su Young Yu. He's making his UFC debut technically. He did fight on a UFC card. I believe it was the Macau or China card.
Yeah. Card.
But that he was fighting to get into the UFC at the UFC card. But he is a pretty good wrestler, good grappler, pretty good takedowns. I wouldn't say he's amazing takedowns. That's the one thing. It's kind of like, but I think he's good enough. Striking is meh. He's strictly a grappler wrestler guy, but he's got the cardio to do it for 3 rounds. He does have decent submission attempts, and but you got AJ Cunningham. We saw him against Ludovic Klein. Didn't look all that great. It was short notice. Ludovic Klein's a beast though, but he is a pretty good striker. He's very durable. He's very hittable though. Good volume on the feet. His takedown defense isn't great. I wouldn't say it's awful, but that does worry me for him because that would just make Su able to take him down, and that's what he wants to do. So it's really, wrestler, grappler versus striker here that's durable. Again, Su is a super big favorite. I don't think he should be this big of a favorite. I think people are looking at AJ Cunningham getting destroyed by Ludovic Klein, and I think you might get destroyed by Ludovic Klein too. So I don't hate anybody taking a shot on AJ, but I do think you get this one done. I think the wrestling, prevails here. And usually I'm a striker guy. If I'm going to pick a close-ish fight against a striker versus wrestler grappler guy, I usually lean striker, but not this time. I think that there's a clear path for you, and I think you can get this one done. Not going to bet it though. I think it's
this
dog or
fight's
pass
kind of
spot.
weird, bro. Like it's 135 pounds. I don't really know what's going on here because he fought
135.
Steven. Yes, 135, I think. 135 pounds. So I don't know how that weight cut's gonna be for AJ Cunningham. It's gonna be horrible.
I did not know that. I thought it was gonna be like 145.
Yeah, he's been fighting at 145. He fought Klein used to fight at 145, then he fought him at 155 on short notice.
Whoa.
Then he fought Steven Nguyen. I think his name was
that might change. Maybe I'm a little more confident now in you.
I've been trying to fade this guy, man. So Young Yu. The only time I bet on Naiza promotion, the only time I bet him, I was pretty high on him there. Then he just completely gassed and he just kind of gave up to some body shots. He was looking good early in the first round, then he just kind of gave up. Then I was trying to fade him his last fight. I took that Basin Gang, whatever his name is. I didn't bet him. I picked him to win. I was like, he's probably a good underdog here. He's terrible, man. The guy can't defend a single takedown. I think AJ Cunningham, I'm not really sure how good his takedown defense is because no one's really has anyone tried to take this guy down? I haven't really seen it in the UFC
I've
yet.
seen some people. Let me get back here and see if I can remember who exactly. Like I said, it's not terrible, but I don't think it's amazing either. I'm trying to think of who it was.
Yeah, he's got some flaws.
Was it Jason in the Fury right before Contender Series? Maybe he got him down, I think 1 or 2 times.
I remember that fight.
Yeah, I think I didn't go back too far, so it had to have been one of those. Probably that one, I think.
Yeah,
Or
but what I'll
maybe it was
say is like
Justice.
So Young Hughes, he kind of impressed me in that last fight. He was getting takedowns really easy. The way he's like timing those takedowns are really nice. Like -700 for this guy. He's gonna be like way smaller than AJ Cunningham. AJ Cunningham's tough, man. I know he gets finished a lot, but because he's so hittable, his cardio is like not that bad. If he goes longer, doesn't get finished early, which I don't know if he's gonna get finished early. I think So Young Yu is gonna be like a lot quicker, better striker. He's gonna have the better fight IQ, better grappling upside. So like I guess that's why the books opened him such a wide favor here. Like for me, man, like I guess I can't blame anyone taking the dog shot on AJ Cunningham, but I never really I never really been an AJ Cunningham guy. I don't believe in this guy that much. But yeah, he's gone through some stuff in his childhood, so I hope he wins, man. I really hope he fucking pulls this one off. But, like I gotta go with So Young Yu. I just think he's the more complete fighter right now.
Yeah,
He's
but that's
definitely got.
crazy. That's crazy that this is a 135
Yeah,
fight.
it's kind of
I did
weird.
not know that. Because AJ is going to be 4 inches taller with a 6-inch reach advantage, so that might make things a little interesting. But also, he's going to be cutting like 10 more pounds than he usually does, and yes, this is a stay away. Like I'm thinking way too much.
It's gonna be a pretty fun fight. The only way I see it boring, it just stand up. It's gonna be fun. It could be anyone's fight to stand up because the Cunningham will throw everything. Like he'll throw everything. He doesn't care about his striking defense. He's willing to just stay in line of fire because he's landing good shots over Klein. He wasn't looking bad early in the fight. I bet on Klein first. I bet the under 1.5 there, and I was like, holy shit, this might actually go over 1.5 because the Cunningham was like staying in there somehow. Then he got knocked out later. He's so hittable, so I think that's probably why the line is the way it is right now.
That's true. Real Fight Pick says, road to UFC fade as always. I love to generalize. Mia knows what I'm talking about. Mia, my wife, yeah, she knows. Took me a minute. AJ plus 3.5. I mean, it's better than Barez. I'll say that.
I think it could go over 1.5 rounds here. I think Cunningham is like tough enough to go over 1.5 rounds.
Let's see, what's that at? -1.5. Where are you at? Oh, okay, 1.5. Okay, it's set at 2.5 at -115.
It's probably gonna be like -200 or -220,
like -190 or something like that, or 200, 210. Have to sprinkle the dog. Don't blame you. $5. Why not?
Is that Max Holloway? Is that Holloway?
Yeah.
Took me a second.
Cunningham's training with Isaac Dalgarian. Okay, that's good. We got Gary in here saying he's at Factory X now. He quit weed, sex, and alcohol. He says he didn't exactly why he's going down. Okay, that's weird. Probably because he's going down that much, though. It's crazy.
Like I don't know what's going on either. It's kind of weird.
Maybe the PI told him, it's like, hey, you can go down to 135. He's like, okay.
This is the fight that you want to watch the weigh-ins for really carefully.
Yes, there you go. That's a good idea. And I usually don't look into the weigh-ins too much, but yeah, after this one, yeah, you have to see how he's going to look before. But I mean, if you're going to throw a bit of,
you still there, brother?
Waldo says Acosta.
We're back. Let's go. We're back.
We're back where?
I think it was cutting in and out for a minute there.
Oh, was it? Was that cutting out? Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's all good.
We got, let's see, Waldo Cortes-Acosta versus Ryan Spann. And who do you like here?
Ryan? You mean Ryan Spann versus Acosta?
Yeah,
I gotta go Acosta, man. Ryan Spann's like his fight IQ and like he's gonna be dangerous early. Obviously, like if you're like anyone taking Ryan Spann, I don't blame you guys at all. I've tried to believe in this guy in the past. I just can't do it. I don't think I can believe in this guy anymore because like he doesn't have a backup plan after the first round. If he doesn't finish you early, like yeah, he just kind of like looks for the door and he goes all in the first round. So like if you are betting Ryan Spann, probably like taken by first round submission or KO. Or second on, you can bet those on FanDuel. I'm gonna go with the guy that I know is gonna be there second round, third round, and Costa. He hasn't shown that he's not durable, right? He's shown that he can stay in there because he got rocked by De Lima, and he still stayed in there for all 3 rounds. And I could have seen De Lima finishing if Ryan Spann was in the same spot. I could have seen him getting finished there by De Lima because he's just like he'll look for the door at times. I mean, Ryan Spann, he's moving up to heavyweight here, so maybe that might play a factor. I'm gonna pick Acosta because obviously the reason I listed earlier. He's got good cardio. He's pretty okay. Like even against Holobaugh to Spain, it was a really really boring fight. Let's be honest. Like he did what he needed to do. Right, Spain hits really hard. Like we see in karate combat, he's like just killing people out there right now.
Like 30 seconds or less.
5 seconds. I think it's like he broke his own record. 4 seconds last time. So the guy has like I think Spann has just the same amount of power, and he's actually got like better technique than Spain. He's got better grappling early. Like he can submit you if you make a mistake, give up your back early to Spann. I'm still gonna go Acosta, just the cardio and durability.
Yeah, I'm on Acosta here too. Like you said, I just can't trust Ryan Spann at all after the first 2 or 3 minutes. Like he's always dangerous. Don't get me wrong. He can knock you out. He can submit you. He's got good front chokes and guillotines and stuff like that. If people try to shoot on him early, but like you said, if he doesn't get that finish early and it gets into like late first or even the second round, like this guy's gassed and he doesn't do anything. Like the only time that I can remember him looking somewhat okay.
Arlovsky fight, yeah, that was a bad look for Waldo there.
Yeah, and then also too, the Anthony Smith fight. I know it went to decision, but at least he was kind of competitive and he lost by split.
Bro, that was just. I bet the under 2.5
but
rounds,
it was
and
so
I bet
stupid.
Spann money line. That was just the worst way to bet that fight for me.
But yeah, he's just very, very untrustworthy. And I know what I'm gonna get from Acosta here. I know he's probably gonna be slower, obviously, because he's a actual heavyweight. Ryan will be quicker early. He's gonna be more dangerous, but it seems like Waldo is smart. He's got good game plans. He went for takedowns against Rubelas, because he knew he probably didn't hit as hard. And he's probably going to get knocked out if he takes, 2 or 3 of those really good shots. But maybe something like this happens too. Maybe, he shoots a takedown and gets him down. Like Ryan Spann, once he's taken down, like he's like a fish out of water. Like we saw that in, what was that fight? The Nikita Krylov fight. It was insane. He couldn't scramble.
Was he looking good early in that fight? Was he
he was until Nikita got him down, and then he couldn't scramble, and he literally almost he quit.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm out. It was stupid. Like he looked good early, and I think that fight didn't even last that long. 3 minutes.
The first round finish, right?
But like the first 2 minutes, he looked good, and then it got to the mat. He couldn't scramble his way out of nothing, and he's like, I'm done.
Krylov was pretty good, right? Wasn't he supposed to fight Nurgozhay? Nurgozhay was fighting someone else now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but
Krylov,
Nikita is coming back though. I think he's supposed to fight somebody.
It's been so long since I've seen this guy.
I know. But I'm going with Acosta. I just think what he needs to do in this fight, obviously, is just stay safe early. Maybe stay at range, pick him apart on the outside and make this fight go into the second round, and then you can do whatever you want. And I think he wins this fight, whether it's by decision, whether it's by a late finish, because Ryan Spann wants to give up. Maybe he gasses. I don't know what's he going to look like on the scale. Maybe he weighs 230. Like that's 30 or 25, 30 pounds more than he normally weighs. So he might gas out even earlier than 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have to see what he looks like on the scale.
They should have probably given him Martin Boudet in his debut at heavyweight. I mean, I just want to see that guy
Acosta's
get up
not
butchered.
Bad for a heavyweight. Yeah, he's not in the top 10, like that tier, but he's not in the bottom trash can tier either. Like he's one of the rare guys that he's like on the border where he can progressively go up a little bit more depending on how well he
play baseball, right? Wasn't he like a baseball player before?
He was a pitcher.
Yeah. That's why he has his right hand's fucking nasty.
But I'm gonna say, I think in my video I said I think Acosta gets it done by KO just in round 2, whether it's ground and pound or on the feet when Ryan Spann gives up. And it's just because
I don't know if he's going to finish him. I'm not too sure if he's going to finish him. I know it's a heavyweight fight. Normally they end up in finishes, but I've seen this happen so many times where Ryan Spann will just like not really like strike exchanges anymore after the first round. Will just like stay safe, just do enough to like not get finished. I've seen it happen before. Yeah, maybe it could happen here. And I've seen a lot, like even Waldo, like in the Arlovsky fight, like he just wasn't like really like going for it, right? He just like I don't even know what was going on there. Maybe that was just a hiccup.
Let's see what everyone says. We got There Will Be Blood. I am I'm effing huge on Spann, especially around 1 and 2 KO or so. I'm I'm really looking at some. I'm not impressed with Waldo. He can KO him, but he's slow and fat. Yeah, I mean, I get it. But man, I just don't trust Spann.
Is he that fat? I don't know if he's that fat, right?
I mean, he's not Martin Boudet.
Boudet wasn't he like a CSGO player?
Again.
I think he used to play CSGO. And someone told him you can fight, and I don't. They need to fucking lock that guy up. That told him he can fight.
Able to bet Costa under 2.5 at -120. That's not bad.
I'm done. Like I've lost some money bets on the under and Spann fight. I bet the under 1.5 in that Gusko fight. Bet the under 2.5 in the Smith fight. Second one, he should have finished him in the first round. I mean, he should have. Then he just Smith just kind of survived that first round.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm just gonna stay away from Spann fights. Even that one St. Proof fight, I didn't bet him there.
Let's see. Gambler says Spann's getting KO'd. Acosta not really a KO guy. Yeah, he's not really, but when you're fighting against a quitter, a KO might happen.
Even Turner Ray last fight, just that submission. I mean, was that really in? I'm not really sure if it was completely in. That tap
Spann,
was so quick.
Yeah, it was. Spann round 2, KO. Round 1, 2 sub. Let's go. Clark, Eon. Yeah, because Eon is just as dumb as Ryan Spann. Clark. Yeah, Clark's Clark. It's 1 KO, 5 decisions in the UFC. Yeah. Waldo's just fat. Okay. I think Waldo's not bad. You got to think about it, guys. It's heavyweight here. There's not a lot of great heavyweights unless you're in the top 10 or 8. Then you're actually pretty decent. Waldo's fat. There's a lot of Waldo fat comments. Okay. Spann first fight at heavyweight makes it hard to cap. True. Chase Sherman. Yep. UFC just trying to get more heavyweights on the roster. That's true. They should just buy up all PFL heavyweights.
There's not that many, that are good in PFL.
But at least you'll have a decent amount.
Nemkov, they should find Nemkov. They should sign him, get him in the UFC. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't signed Nemkov.
But at least they can round out a top 15 though, because I really feel like the heavyweight division should only be top 10. That's it. There shouldn't be 11 or 15. No way. You're a salsa boy going to get submitted one. Maybe. Nikita fights Dominic Reyes. Okay, that's gonna be a good fight.
Oh, you fight Dominic Reyes. Okay, it's gonna be a good one.
You were on an island. Okay, for real, or just with your picks? Where they come off as fighting Johnny Walker. Okay.
Wow. Wasn't Johnny Walker supposed to fight Guskov a few months back? I think he pulled out from that one, right?
Maybe. I do remember him pulling out of a fight recently, but I don't remember who it was. Waldo is crafty for a heavyweight.
Yeah, he's crafty.
Spann has fought. Yeah, he's definitely fought the better competition because heavyweight doesn't have any competition. That's but he's still losing a lot though. And I don't know. I guess I'm a Spann hater. I'm not going to say anything good about Spann. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. I think he's a quitter. So we'll see. He's dangerous for 3 minutes. But we got the main card. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please hit that like button for us. And we are on to Kevin Vallejos versus Sungwoo Choi. And I'm all over what's his name? Vallejos. I can't trust Choi's chin at all at this point. I know he's a good striker. He's a good boxer. He's going to have a little bit of a height and reach advantage in this fight, but Kevin pushes forward. He's a little bulldog in there. He's very good in the pocket, good body shots. He's very durable, good cardio, got power in his hands. I think he's going to be too quick. Once he gets inside range, it's going to be, night and day, you'll see. But if Choi can keep him at range, I mean, it could be a little bit longer the fight goes. I still think Kevin wins. He can win a decision. I think he's going to win by knockout, though. I just don't trust the chin of Choi, unfortunately. He was doing really good, but 5 fights ago, and then he just started going downhill, and you saw it. And he's mainly just a boxer too. He's not really a kicker. He can kick, but he's a boxer, and I don't like that either. So I think Kevin could be a better boxer and more powerful too. Not to say Choi can't land anything good on Kevin, but I think Kevin will push through that and land a better shot on Choi. So give me Kevin to win by KO. I think it's going to be maybe late first, early second round. I mean, I'm not going to go with the over-unders here. If you got Kevin earlier in the week, I think that was a good parlay piece, but now it's kind of running away. I'm more confident in Kevin than I am Musasa, though. I'll tell you that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I mean, so like Choi is good, man. Like he's definitely not as good as Choi, who's a lot better, cleaner striker, and has a better chin than Choi. Choi can do it all. He's a well-rounded guy. He can grapple. He can get takedowns on people if he does follow a game plan, which he really does. Right? He doesn't really can't stick to a game plan for more than like a few minutes. Right? Early, he'll like try to go out there, stick to a game plan. Maybe the first 2 minutes, and he'll just like he'll see red and just start striking exchanges and start brawling. Like I've done pretty well betting the unders in Choi fights. The only time I think I lost was a Jordan Aaron's fight. Bet the under there, and they should have hit. I mean, he got dropped by Jordan Aaron's in the first round.
Was it Aaron's like shooting takedowns too?
I think he was, but
in that fight.
Yeah, it was just really weird. I mean, the fact that they're both shooting takedowns. I didn't expect any of them to shoot takedowns there. Like, yeah, I'm thinking Vallejos is pretty good. Like I didn't know much about John Silva before I watched him on Contender Series, and I did pick Vallejos there. I actually liked his boxing, and I do think he's got a chance if he fights John Silva again. I mean, maybe in a few years, I think he can beat him in a rematch because I think his boxing is like really good, really tight, and he's no wasted energy. I mean, the way when he throws, he's throwing with impact. Taking defense, like is Choi is he gonna start wrestling now? Like I don't think so. He's just gonna strike, and
he can try, but I think he's not gonna be successful.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Vallejo is one of those guys that's just like not training on defense. His chin's solid. Vallejo chin solid. He was landing on John Silva. Like it's not like he didn't have any success in that fight. Obviously, John Silva was like crazy and unorthodox. Right, he can throw spinning back kicks, flying knees, and stuff like that. Vallejo chin is just he's got a chin on him for sure, and he's super young. His cardio is okay, so I'm not really worried about anything here. I think it's gonna be a barn burner, and I think the under 1.5 is gonna cash here. So that's something I'm looking at under 1.5 rounds. But I bet the over 1.5 rounds in that last fight on Contender Series. I was like, Cam Teague is pretty tough. Maybe he can go over 1.5 rounds. That's my only losing bet on that card. But he knocked him out in the first round. I mean, the way he rips to the body and then goes up top, I think he's gonna find Choi. He's gonna get to drop those hands and he's gonna hit him up top. It's gonna be a KO. So I'm gonna say first round KO. It's late first round for Vallejos.
Yep. Yeah, the under 1.5 is at plus 110. I think there's some money coming in. I think I saw that like
I think plus 130. I think it was earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say plus 130 range.
I was trying to see like what happens. Are they gonna bet the over or under?
Yeah, so some money's coming in on the under. I mean, this would be the only under 1.5 that I would probably play.
Under 2.5 rounds is a good parlay piece. I mean, if you want to parlay that,
for sure. But at this point, it's like maybe I don't know if you have FanDuel up, but like what is if they even have this out? What's Kevin round 1 or 2 KO?
I drop the props yet. They normally drop them like late Wednesday, right? So they should be up by now. I feel like.
Let me look and see real
quick. They take longer for fight nights. Sometimes they'll drop them early for pay-per-views.
Because if that prop is better than plus 110, I'd rather just do that.
Yeah, Vallejo's first, second on KO. Yeah, that's probably better.
That's probably what I would do instead of the under, honestly, because I don't think Choi's knocking out Kevin. Ain't no way.
Yeah. Did you see that fight, Trajano fight, where they both dropped each other's left hook?
Yeah.
How crazy was that, right?
That was wild.
Yeah, that was insane.
Let's see. Oh, they don't have that fight prop out yet, but I'm gonna watch that one. Round 1, 2, or like round 1 or 2 KO for Kevin. Because if it's plus anything, I'm probably gonna play it.
Yeah, FanDuel is really good, man. I love FanDuel for props and like you can call good props on like Bet Online. The only thing they don't have is like the spreads. So they don't have those on.
No,
FanDuel.
It's only DraftKings and Bet Online, right? They have spreads.
Yeah, Bet Online you can't parlay those though. I mean, they don't let you parlay.
So DraftKings is the only one you could parlay.
Even like Bet Online, like they're so like slimy, bro. They don't let you they let you parlay later in the weeks when the lines get all steamed. Like they don't let you parlay early in the weeks either. Like it's just kind of like frustrating.
That is frustrating. I would not. I don't do the Bet Online stuff. I just do DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet365, Caesar sometimes at BetMGM, depending on the odds, obviously. If they're better on one book, I'm going to grab it real quick. So, but mostly it's like DraftKings and Bet365. But let's see. Gary likes Kevin by KO round 1. I like that too. Loved Vallejos in his Contender Series fight versus Gene Silva. Sucks he had to fight Gene Silva. Yeah, we know who Gene Silva is now because I didn't know he was that good either. That guy leveled up real quick. But I do think Vallejos is good too. Like, I think he's really good.
He's only 23. He's only 23 years old.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah, he's like 23, 24, right?
Same age as Joshua Van. I mean, 23? Joshua Van. Like, how good is Joshua Van, right? 23 years old.
Joshua Van is very good. Very good. I don't know if he'll ever be a champion, but he will be a top 5 guy for a long time. But we'll see. I think a very, very good wrestler is going to have to beat him, or a very good grappler, because there's not going to be many guys that are going to outstrike him. I'll tell you that. And I think the Charles Johnson fight, I don't want to say
run that one, but they should run that one back. Yeah.
If they run it back, I think Van wins clearly. That was just kind of a one-off, I want to say. But I do think Charles Johnson's decent. I just didn't like his performance in his last fight.
That was disappointing, bro. I was gonna bet him after the first one, then I was like, I'd seen the way he's kept falling to his back over and over, trying to land body kicks. It was just really weird.
I don't even want to say it.
Tamira's like he's okay. Like Tamira is not bad. And he's
I don't think Tamira that good.
He tried to take.
I think Charles Johnson should have beat him.
He should have beat him, but like he just didn't have the urgency in the second.
I don't know, man. It just seemed weird to me. I don't want to say what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say it.
You can say it. I mean, I picked Johnson.
I think he kind of gave him that win.
I think he bet. You think he bet on himself? I mean, against
himself?
No,
I just think maybe because why wasn't he urgent? He's been urgent in almost every round 3 that we've seen. But that round 3, it was a little bit less. And I'm like, you didn't have to grapple or stuff takedowns or nothing. Why are you less urgent?
I think one takedown. There's a one takedown from Tamira.
I know, but it's not like he was fighting, what's his name? Esteban, that one fight. You know what I mean? He was getting taken down for 2 straight rounds, and all of a sudden Esteban was gassed.
He should have knocked Esteban out. I mean, I bet on Esteban. I was like, holding my breath for that.
I know, I bet Esteban too as well. But
that was easy, right? That was like minus 130. Yeah, we got Esteban there.
Yeah.
That was too easy.
But there will be blood. Bad day at work, working with too many beers, trying to not to be. Oh, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. It's all fun. It's all good. Physiol, what's up, man? First round KO sitting at plus 210. Okay. So if we're doing round 1 and round 2 KO, it's probably about 125.
Last time I bet a first round KO for anyone was Min Jiang over Diaz. I don't like taking these like Ron Prouse.
Yeah.
Like first, second round, I think that's better. You're not gonna get as much value, but if you can get that minus 110. Plus 100 is probably better. I mean, I wouldn't mind being the part of states, honestly. Like, everyone's hell right now.
Oh no, it's all
Trudeau like messed up the whole country. It is what it is at this point.
I think a lot of countries are messed up after the last 5 to 10 years, depending on who is your prime minister and/or presidents. Like, they're all messing everything up. It's all good though. It's every country. There you go.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at the UK. Look at anywhere. Like, everything just seems like it's all haywire, but it is what it is. That's the world for you. But Vallejos under 1.5. He ain't getting knocked out. One guy's a chin, one don't. Yeah, that's why I like the 1 or 2.
1 and 2. I think that's pretty solid.
Yep, I'm probably gonna play that once that thing comes out. Just bet it. Yep. Let's see. It's on Betway, but I'm in a different country. Okay, yeah, I don't have Betway.
I used to use Betway. I still do sometimes, but I've done like
that's not like an offshore one, right?
No,
Betway.
They're kind of shady, bro. Like this one, like I think it was the Andras versus Lemos card. I won a lot of money on that card, and they wouldn't let me withdraw my money for like a month, and like I had to like talk to them. They wanted my passport, like it's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, like they're kind of shady. Betway.
Interesting. Ladies parlay for 2 weeks. Molly, Bannon, Luciano.
Please don't do it, bro. Please don't parlay Molly as easy as it might seem. No. Don't do it, brother.
Who is she fighting? Molly.
I think she's fighting Estela Nunes. I can't believe I know that off the top of my head. That's terrible. Estela Nunes is like she's on a 4-fight losing streak.
Estela Nunes isn't all that bad though. I think she's had a couple bad luck in her fights.
Not that good either. Like she's terrible.
And I can't know. And Bannon, and she's
Bannon's
fighting
terrible too.
Puja,
Ray. They might just give her that win again just because he's from India.
I
I don't
know.
think Subutai
But they
Toma
might
is all
give
that
her
good.
Bannon because it's in the UK too, because that's just going to be a stupid fight to bet on. Don't even, gambler, please don't do that.
It'd make sense if they're all underdogs too. Like you want to parlay all
Yeah.
those underdogs, then maybe. But like Chalk, I can't. I
Kevin
don't
won.
trust it.
Kevin 1-2, Kevin 2-3, Kevin 1-2, minus
I think it's
140.
probably 1-2. I don't know if I see like a third. Sungwoo Choi makes
Yeah.
too many mistakes, too hittable. I don't know if
Is
he's gonna
it
be able to like go later.
is it round 1 or 2 KO or just in rounds 1 or 2? It's a little bit of a difference.
I think it's probably like KO because FanDuel they don't like let. I mean, you can. I think you can bet on. I don't know
I
if
know
you can bet on like
DraftKings
1,
you can
2.
do like rounds 1 and 2. You can't do
Yeah,
rounds 1 or 2
on FanDuel,
KO.
right?
FanDuel you can do like you pick
1 and 2,
one
yeah.
KO, like the method as well. Round 1 is plus 162. Okay. Oh, DraftKings is rounds 1 or 2. Yeah, they don't have the KO. I think if you add KO, it'll be a little. I hope it's plus money, man. Hope it is. Betway
Should
is
be like
British.
even money about even money because it's like
Yeah.
pretty
If
wide
that
on the money line.
if that's minus 140, just rounds 1 or 2. If you add KO to that rounds 1 or 2, it should be like plus 100 or close to it.
Honestly, like his money line, I feel like it's a lot better than these other guys like Musasa and these
Oh
other guys
yeah,
that are like minus 800, minus 900. Like if you want to trust anyone at this line, I think
my,
Vallejos has a cardio, he's durable, he can not he's got knockout power, good takedown defense. Like
yeah.
he's someone that's
I'm. This
proven.
is one of my more confident picks of the card. I mean, it's a pick though, but it is
Yeah.
what it is. All right, next one here. I'm gonna probably butcher his name. Dr. Nurgozhay versus Brenson Ribeiro. And who do you like here?
Bro, I gotta go with DR. The reason for me going with DR is because I just think that Branson and Barrow's like he's kind of wild. He's got power. He's got all the physical traits. He's got 81 inch reach, but he's not really one of those guys that's gonna stick to a game plan with the jab, popping the jab out there for 15 minutes. He might do that for like the early in the first round. And he's just he's gonna throw the game plan out of the window. I feel like after the first round, he's probably gonna pull a guillotine, get taken down. And he's definitely gonna like go out there, fight for money, but the guy is just not that good overall. Like when it comes to like following a game plan, DR can do that. He can grapple also. I actually bet on DR by submission. Only bet like 20 on him by submission. It's like plus 900, and he doesn't grapple as much as he could because he can grapple really well, wrestle really well. He's got cardio. He has that crazy twitch that he keeps pawing at his eye over and over. You'll probably notice that when you watch him fight. Well, I think he's got a good chin on him. He's fighting UFC, he's fighting the other big promotions, so I don't think this is coming in here with no experience. And he's got sneaky left high kicks, nice uppercuts down the middle, nice body shots. I think I like DR here. I mean, but like there's definitely a world where Branson Ribeiro can knock him out early with something crazy because the guy has a lot of power. He's probably gonna go for it in the first round. Like he doesn't like he's gonna step in the line of fire to just like fire shots and then maybe he gets knocked out early. Could happen. I'm gonna go with DR because I don't think he's a can crusher. Like normally when you see these guys are 10-0, they're making a debut. You got to be careful. Well, I think DR is pretty legit. Well, this fight's gonna tell us everything. I mean, Brenton Barrow, I did pick over Machado, who's terrible. Like I watched Machado's fight on Dana White Extended Series against Stefarsky, and it was like probably the worst fight you're ever gonna see in MMA over across any promotion. The guy is just terrible, Machado. The Magomed Ghazi Yusuf fight, he should have won that fight if he just stayed on the outside, landing leg kicks, because he was doing really well with the leg kicks at range. Then he pulled the guillotine, got taken on. Like he's probably gonna do something like that here. Getting knocked out by Min Jang is like whatever, right? Jang has a lot of power, so like no shame in that. He knocked out Bruno Lopez. I think hit him with a straight jab, then knocked him out. So that's actually a better win. Like he's been fighting the better opponents than Dior, but I just have a feeling Dior is gonna be able to land something, knock him out.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I'm just not a big Ribeiro fan, I'll be honest. Like going back and watching Ribeiro fight Magomed, what's his name? Gaziazulov. Magomed is not a wrestler at all. And he was able to control him for most of that, like round 2 and 3 and win that way. DR is a way better wrestler, way better grappler. So he has that in his back pocket. If he feels like he's threatened on the feet for whatever reason, yeah, he's gonna what's his name? Bredson's gonna have a little bit of a height reach advantage. I think it's like maybe 5 or 6 inches. Actually, it's crazy. 7 inches. But DR has good striking. Like I really think he's gonna mix in the wrestling and show a little bit of that. And I think that's an easy path to victory for me. And I don't think he's a dumb fighter by any means. I trust him way more than I do Bredson. So yeah, I'm gonna go with DR to win. I think he can win by KO. I think he can win by submission, and I think he can win by decision. Like I think this is a pretty good. I know it's his UFC debut. It's a little bit worrisome, but I don't think Ribeiro is all that good. I mean, he's dangerous a little bit, but he's also not smart. Like you said.
What's crazy? Like DR was like -130 on Contender Series. I think.
Really,
like,
I remember
people
betting
weren't
him.
sure if he was legit.
I think he's good. I don't know if he's like legit good, but I think he's good. I think he's better than Bredson.
For sure. He's got a better, like, more skills than Bredson.
Yeah. So I just think, I mean, Bredson's a good striker. He's dangerous. He's gonna be long, but man, if DR can get inside that and then shoot a takedown, he can get that takedown. If Magomed can do it,
yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
He was wrestling in the UFC. Like, he doesn't wrestle as much as he could, but he can wrestle. He's got good wrestling control.
I think this is the perfect opportunity for him to do it, though. Like, why? I mean, unless he just knows he's better on the feet, and maybe that's true. Maybe he is better on the feet and he doesn't have to wrestle. But I think if he's in trouble, if he doesn't feel like it, if the opportunity presents itself, like that takedown's coming and it will land.
Yeah, like it'd be one thing if he went out there and like hurt Machado, because he really didn't hurt him that much. I mean, Machado, he was moving down from heavyweight. I mean, he should have ran through him.
He should have. Yeah, it was a close. I mean, I
did
think
unanimous.
Bredson won,
should have been unanimous. The fact that it was even that close is just a red flag.
Exactly, I agree, 100%. Gary says Nurgo all day. Wouldn't take KO, just parlay. I agree, because I think he could win either anyway. So it's gonna be hard to pick a side.
I think he goes under 2.5 rounds. I mean, Brenton Barrow's like too much of a wild case.
Mm-hmm.
I think he goes under 2.5 rounds.
Ribeiro, Kenny Powers says Ribeiro is the drunk opposing player on the movie Benchwarmers. Ribeiro made Machado look good. Ribeiro is very dangerous, but not that bad. All these fights are hard to read, but yeah, there's a lot of newer fighters fighting guys that aren't amazing. Like, I'll put it there nicely. Like, so it's like, oh, do I bet on the newcomer that, you know, doesn't have a lot of experience, or should I bet on this guy that has experience but he's not good? But I know the other guy's good, but he has no experience. So I totally get what you're saying. Death gases in round 3. Nurgo is smart. He will do what he needs to do to win. That high kick will definitely be there, Nick. I agree. There we go. Machado's poo. Can't wait for the next pay-per-view. Should be a banger. Y'all on Silva or Bryce?
14. Silva all fucking day. I mean, yeah, Bryce, like, he's got more experience, but Silva's not getting taken out or controlled.
Nope. Bruno Lopez beat Ghazi. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, bro. Good. Like, that was a terrible fight. I mean, I actually bet on Ghazi there because I don't think Bruno's all that good. But like,
no, he's not. Look for a Silva KO prop. Oh, indeed. DR round 1. Okay. He has some.
I don't know about round 1. Like, he takes his time, right? He's not really gonna go out there and rush for a finish. Like, he's not gonna be Min Yang Jang. He's just gonna like stand in the pocket and just throw it down. He's gonna
it could happen.
I'm gonna say like second on KO. I feel like more than likely, maybe even a submission, because I bet him by submission on a Contender Series, and it's like plus 900. And he could find a submission if he doesn't like the striking here.
Yep. Yeah, he does have good top control if he fights smart, which he usually does. I think this is a.
What do you think about the twitch though? Like, he keeps like going like this over and over, like his eyes, right?
I know.
Going like this.
I mean, it's the same as Demir.
Lopez has one too, right? Lopez goes like this over and over.
Yeah. And then Demir used to do it. He's not in the UFC anymore.
Yeah. I wish, like, I don't know why they like.
I don't know why either. That guy is good.
Isn't he fighting Alaska, like something like that?
He's fight. Where was he fighting? I think the Global Fight League.
Oh, GFL, yeah, he got signed.
I think he just got signed, but he was fighting somewhere else too, and he was doing decent or good there too. But he's gonna watch.
Are you gonna watch GFL? Are you gonna watch GFL?
I'll watch it.
Tony versus what do you think about Tony versus Dennis? Dylan Dan. When I seen Pereira training with Dylan Dennis, like it gave me more confidence in Ankalaev. I was like, holy shit, he's gonna win now.
DR inside the distance -135. I don't hate that.
I think the under is like the better. I think under is only like -1. What's under 2.5 rounds? Can you pull it up, Johnny?
Under 2.5. The under
Branson
one
does that power.
Under 1.5 is +120. Under 2.5 is it's set at 1.5. 2 is -175.
I think that's better than like taking DR by like I to D.
Yeah. Yeah, DR, I think he's a good parlay piece. If you got him a little earlier, you could have got him under about 300 or less.
-275, I think it was earlier.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good line for sure. I still think it's a good line. Once it hits the 400s, you're kind of like, do I really need it? If I need it, okay, got it. Yeah, rookies versus journeyman. That's exactly what this card should be. There you go. Perfect.
So we're not answering that one. We're not trying to get canceled here.
That's great. Love it. I love your style, AJ. I'm not gonna say anything either, but I love it. I have 2 books, and one of my book odds have never aligned with the other one. Take DR if you're getting good odds because that book has lower odds. Yeah, I mean that's why I think DraftKings and Bet365 for my 2 books.
Don't bet money lines through FanDuel because they never give you good odds on money lines. Yeah.
Let's see. All right. The next one we're going to do is Damon Blackshear versus Cody Gibson. Who do you like?
I mean, I got to go Blackshear here, man. Gibson's okay. He's been wrestling, getting takedowns on people and like getting submissions. He's got power on the feet for sure. Like here at Kelleher, but Kelleher's like, he's washed completely. He's retired now. Then even out there beating Caden Helliger. Wasn't that the kind of Canadian card? I think it's a Calgary card, right? He almost should have finished him. I mean, and Helliger's really, really, really tough because he went for like 5-6 submission attempts in that fight, from what I remember. And he's been beating these guys, but like that Katona fight, that was a war. That was a close fight.
Did Katona win though?
I think he won just because like wasn't that in Canada? That might have been Canada too.
Was it? No, it was in Boston.
I think he had like more.
There was one. I'm thinking of a different Katona fight. Never mind.
You mean the John Matsumoto fight? Matsumoto one, or which one?
I'm thinking of Katona versus what's his name? Shoot, I think it was the other Canadian. Nope.
Can't remember.
Who is it?
Oh, you mean Armfield or? Oh, you mean the other guy? Okay, I know you're talking about that guy that fought Armfield.
Yeah.
Recently, I can't remember his name. Surrey City, yeah. He shouldn't have won.
Surrey City should have won his first fight, and then he should have lost his second, but they flip flopped it.
Yeah, it was. I took the +8.5 on Armfield there, so I was happy, but holy shit, that's why you can't like bet the money lines when they're fighting in Canada. Yeah, so you never know how they're gonna score these fights. Even the other one, Jamie Lynn Hort, the Jamie Lynn Hort fight, like that was just terrible. I mean, that could have gone either way.
Yeah,
Petrovics versus Jamie Lynn Hort. Just terrible there. Yeah, I'm gonna go Blackshear. I think Blackshear is gonna win this one. Does he finish him though? Like, because Gibson is really tough, so like you can stay in there, man. So I don't know if he's gonna submit him, but he's gonna have to like hurt him on the feet, then catch him in a submission. I do think Blackshear's really good, man. He could be like 4-1 his last couple of fights, because he should have won. He was on his way to winning that Batista fight. Took the fight on short notice, by the way.
And he was on his way winning Yusuf Zalal, then he just gassed out. I think that was a short notice fight too.
Like that was kind of weird, bro. Like, was he shooting takedowns on him? I think he was, right? He got takedowns on Yusuf Zalal.
He just gassed in round 3, and then Zalal got a 10-8.
That could have gone either way. I mean, that shouldn't have been. I don't know. I can't disagree with the draw. I mean, honestly, but could have gone either way there. Well, I do think Blackshear's really good. Other than him getting KO'd early by Montel Jackson, I did not see that one coming. I know Montel has heavy hands, and I found out. I definitely found out that he's got heavy hands. So I was like, holy shit, Blackshear's gonna do it. He's underdog there already. I think he's like +120, +130.
I bet Blackshear, and I was like, I bet let's him go. Too. And I was like
I was always like 30 seconds. I think it was like 30 seconds.
No, I was like, well, that was quick. Rip.
Normally, like if you're losing a bet, it's normally better when you lose it early. Like you don't want to sit there for like,
you don't want to let it go to the judges too, and you're like,
or like your fighter's winning and they get knocked out later. I feel like that's the worst, because you're all excited. You're like, yes, I'm about to cash my bet. and they get knocked out. That's like worse than like losing it early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, like he's been looking pretty good. Got a twister over Jose Johnson. Finished Luan Lissard. I did pick Lissard out there because I was kind of high on him from LFA. He just knocked him out. Lissard, I think, kind of gassed after the first round there. Statement, he heard Statement on the feed, then he finished him by submission. That's impressive. Because Statement is pretty tough, though. So
Yeah.
I think Blackshear can like hurt him and maybe catch him in a submission. Even if he doesn't, I think he's going to win by decision. I think he's going to be able to land the better, cleaner strikes overall.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Blackshear. I just think he's just the more dangerous guy. I think he's going to be better on the feet, more dangerous on the feet. And I think his grappling is better than Cody's. Now, will he be able to take down Cody? That's a question. Cody has been subbed 4 times out of his 10 losses. He's never been knocked out. So I do think if Blackshear does get him out of there, it's probably going to have to be by submission, because we've seen Cody go to war like in like at least 2 of the fights in the UFC so far, and even the one fight on Tough. Was it the Katona fight? Like that fight was insane. So,
that Miles Johns fight was really weird, bro. I mean, I took Miles Johns there. I was happy to catch him at like about almost even money, but like he just
wrestling Miles Johns.
I mean, he only shows up with wrestling like I don't know whenever he feels like it. It's kind of weird with Miles Johns. And he just like Gibson wasn't letting his hands go there.
No,
like waiting around.
It was a weird one for sure.
It was a bad fight. I mean, I didn't like watching it.
Yeah, I think Blackshear is a pretty confident pick. I think the only way he loses if maybe Cody like lands like a spinning elbow or something, and kind of like the Montel, like really quick and easy early, one of those things. Other than that, like I think Blackshear wins by decision.
I don't think he has power like
no, he doesn't. But it would have to be something like he just doesn't see, like I said, spinning back.
Didn't Joe Rogan say that Montel has bigger hands than some heavyweights out there? Yeah. Like, is that or Ngannou? Did he say he has bigger hands than Ngannou? Like, there's no way that's true, right?
I don't think that's true. That would be wild if it is, because he's like, what is he, a featherweight?
Yeah, he's like 135, right? Isn't he 135?
He might be 135. Yeah, that would be even more wild. But yeah, I heard that he has like pretty big sized hands, and it just that's the thing about Montel, and that's why I bet Blackshear is like he doesn't really he gets knockdowns, but not knockouts. But that was the one he got knocked out. I'm like, well, of course, it's the one time it happens. I'm like, fuck.
Maybe fight ends by submission here. It wouldn't be a bad play. Yeah. And that could be like maybe a Blackshear by submission and decision.
Cody,
like sneaky.
Cody has good submissions too.
Yeah, he's got 5 submission wins. Well, I don't think he's gonna catch him in a submission.
It's just if he did want to play like fight ends by sub, I mean, it could work both ways, but probably more so with Blackshear for sure.
Yeah, more than a knockout. I think that's the ending by submission more than a knockout here.
For sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go Blackshear by decision though. That's what I think. I think he can shoot takedowns. He can get him down and control him, and I think he's gonna be better on the feet. I mean, that's quick and easy breakdown. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yep. Let's see what everyone else says here. Oh, we got a lot of people. Lane says Blackshear win round 3. Okay, we're talking about Blackshear. Damon winning 99.99% of the time. Derek says he got $5. Maybe one day I'll read one, but no read on this fight. Let's see. B Negs, what's up, man? Blackshear minus 500 is steamed past. Yeah, it's getting up there. I got him a little earlier than that, so I feel a little bit better than minus 500. Yeah, but I do think he wins, though. If you need something for like a little boost, I think it's okay. Miles Johns took down Gibson repeatedly. Yes, he did. That was a weird fight.
You know, his brother, Miles Johns. I faded his brother so hard in LFA recently. I think his name is like, I can't remember his name now, but he has a brother that fights in LFA that fights really similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gary thinks Cody can win by split. I mean, it's possible. Some grapplers make mistakes. Yep, that's true. Let's see. Cody said he's ruining parlays. Yeah, we'll see about that. And we got real fight picks with the 199 dono. We appreciate that as well. Beer plus JKP all day. My fiance can take a hike for real. Oh, that's adorable. I appreciate that, man, as always. But let's get to the next one here. Alexander Hernandez versus Kurt Holobaugh. Interesting fight. I'm going with the dog in Kurt Holobaugh. I
Oh,
again,
I
I
agree with you,
cannot
brother.
trust Alexander Hernandez. If you trust Alexander Hernandez, I want to know why. Like, seriously, tell me why. On paper, yes, he looks great. But in every one of those fights, you go back and look, and you're like, he makes multiple terrible decisions, and he sometimes he wins, but most of the time he loses. And Kurt Holobaugh, like, other than his takedown defense, which Alexander is probably not going to be shooting at all, I think he's a dog. He's going to be pushing forward. He's durable. He's got good striking. And the longer the fight goes, it's only going to favor Kurt, especially after round one. Alexander's going to be probably win round one. So this could be like a potential good live betting spot if you want to as well. But you have Kurt as a dog. He's already like plus 160, 170. Plus 3.5 isn't that bad either. I think he wins round 2 and or 3 for sure. And I don't mind him on the money line. I'm going with the dog. I know he's older, but he's durable. And the only time I would fade Kurt is against a very good wrestler like Trey Ogden. Against a striker, he's going to fight for your money. And especially against a dum-dum, I think he wins this fight. I do. I don't know. I'm fairly confident in this dog. Like, I don't want to put him in my top 5 picks, but he's in the middle. And I usually don't put big dogs like this in the middle. Usually they're at the bottom. Pretty confident in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you completely, man. I mean, Hernandez has all those skills to be a top 15 guy. He beat Open Mercy back in the day, beat Benio Darius, knocked him out. But like ever since that Cowboy Cerrone fight, he just his confidence never really been there. Like I feel like it just kind of like it happened over and over, like almost every other fight. He wins one after losing a couple, and he just kind of like fights for the paycheck. He doesn't really go out there. He's not really one of these guys that can put a streak together. I don't think I've seen him put a streak together in a while.
I'll have to go back and see for a whole 3 rounds that he looked good in.
I don't think I've seen it. It's been so long.
Mike Breeden, because he got a first round knockout.
Yeah, he knocked him out early, but does he knock out Kurt Holobaugh early? No, I don't think so. I think Kurt's really tough.
Kurt's
even in the fight where he got knocked out by Barcelos, like he was outlanding Barcelos early in that fight. And then he got clipped in the 3rd round, obviously, because that was like I think that was like 1-1 heading into the 3rd round. Then Barcelos caught him pretty bad. But like I think Kurt's a good underdog here. I know he's almost 40 years old, but like, I took him as an underdog over Kachoeira. The fighting nerds, they don't speak of him anymore. And when you start losing, you're not fighting nerds team anymore.
You only hear about the 4.
Yeah,
you see Brazil. Brazil, she won that one fight against Mali, and they're like, "Oh, she's in fighting nerds," and then she lost horribly. No more Brazil.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like I just poke fun at them sometimes because they just like if you start losing fights. If Kyle loses a fight, they're probably not gonna put him in pictures anymore. Happens like every time, but like true. Yeah, I took him over Kenyan Kachoeira because Kenyan's like he's good, he's got power on the feet. He's actually got more dog than Hernandez. I feel like Kachoeira, and that was a war. I mean, like it was a fun fight to watch because they're both brawling, and that's what Kurt Holobaugh does, right? He's just gonna walk forward. Striking defense really isn't that good, so he is hittable, which probably why I understand why the line is towards Hernandez being minus 200. Because he's been in the UFC longer, has fought the better opponents, has better resume overall. But like the guy, like the way his style is, I mean, even against LGO, like he lost the fight 30-27. I mean, and I took LGO as like plus 100. Then I picked him over Damon Jackson. I didn't bet him there. Holy shit, man! He got completely like destroyed. I mean, he had one good moment, and then with the knockdown, then he just like doesn't have the fight IQ to follow up on it.
Barely beat Austin Hubbard.
Yeah, I picked him there, but like, just the way I'm betting on him.
Barely beat, and dude, Kurt Holobaugh is way better than Austin Hubbard.
Yeah, he's gonna be like marching him down. I feel like, and it's gonna be a close fight. I think the odds are gonna flip back and forth until they read the scorecards. But I do think Holobaugh is gonna start taking over. Late second on, 3rd round, he's gonna win the 3rd round, and I think for him to lose, Hernandez is gonna have to get knocked down here or like rock him really badly. And I haven't really seen it in a minute. Give him Kurt by, I'm going to say like Kurt by, does he finish him? I'm not really too sure. Because Hernandez is pretty tough though. I mean, sometimes.
If he does, it'd be in round 3.
Yeah, maybe like a late TKO because Hernandez is a known gasser. he gasses out. I mean, even against Billy Quarantillo, he just got Sandy TKO'd because he's looking good early. Then he's gassed like he normally does. I'm gonna say Kurt by like I'm gonna say this isn't.
Yeah, I say decision as well. Let's see. Gary says Kurt the Hurt. There we go. Yuck. Wait a second. That's not fluffy. Let's go, Johnny. He lost to Dane type of guys as Kurt. He's gonna lose. He's going to light Alexander up, and his line's getting better. Yeah, I see plus 164. It's about the same. I've seen it as low as like plus 150.
I want to see the weigh-ins before I bet this fight. See how they look on the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I mean, Alexander has been doing a little bit better at lightweight, but it's not good enough for this fight for me, I think.
And plus, like, they always line him up at like minus 200 in fights like these. I mean, and he ends up losing fights like these. He never covers his price tag unless he's out there finishing you in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you do like Hernandez, you can probably get him live at a much better line because I think the lines are going to flip back and forth.
Mayrobs, what's up, Mayrobs? He says Blackshear by sub. I like that. I like that look. Alex has one fight where he got 7 minutes of control time years ago.
Miller, right?
Miller? Control time here.
That might have been Miller fight.
Yeah. Was it Miller fight?
I think he took him down in that fight. He took time Miller.
I thought Miller won that fight, but that was close. I could see it go. I mean, no robbery or anything like that. Let's see. Ugly Hernandez by decision. Yeah, it's true. It could happen like that. I could see them wanting Hernandez to win because he's a little bit more marketable, but plus 3.5 for Holobaugh, though. I like it. I think that's a good play.
Is Curry gonna have his family out there like last time? If you probably want to know that before you bet on him. His kids are probably gonna be there screaming and like cheering every time he lands a punch. That's probably that does impact the judges. I feel like when you have people in the arena cheering for
sure. Co-main event, we got Zaleski versus Njokuani. Man, I think this fight's interesting and close. I ended up picking Zaleski though. I just feel Chidi needs a first round finish again. I think Zaleski's going to turn it up a little bit in rounds 2 and 3. I know he's older. I don't think he's going to be able to knock out Chidi. I think this fight goes to decision one way or another, but I do think it's going to be a very close decision, and I'm not confident whatsoever for this one. They're both, like I said, I think Zaleski has the grappling edge, even though he doesn't really grapple all that much. I think he should in this fight because Chidi's a very good kickboxer, good elbows in the clinch as well, good knees. But if Zaleski can push him up against the cage, I think he can get some takedowns and some control time and win that way too. So I think that's his best path to victory. Don't know if he's going to do it, but I'm going to hold him to it to do it and win a very close 29-28 decision though, because this is a tough one. I don't mind anybody taking a dog on this one. I'm not betting this fight, but if I would bet something, it would be the over. What do you think?
I think Zaleski's going to make it look easy, bro. If he gets takedowns on this guy, I don't think Chidi has anything.
If he gets takedowns, yes, I agree, 100%.
Even on the feet, I'm not really impressed by Chidi at 170. Like, he's been outstriking these guys that are, like, at the bottom of the barrel. Like, who is it? Like, Jared Gordon, who's terrible. Another guy, who's the other guy? Reese McKee, who's terrible. Like, I'm not really high on these guys. He should have won that in the Reese McKee fight unanimously. I don't know how they scored that fight for Reese McKee. Just terrible look there for the judges. Again, happens every week, and we just forget about it. I mean, after every week.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zaleski's gonna make. This is one of those fights that he's gonna be able to like. Even like he took down Brown in that fight. Brown wasn't getting taken down by Battle. Like he's taking defenses underrated. For Brown, took him down, had good moments, almost locked in a submission. Like, if he has the same position on Chidi, I think he's gonna submit him or like maybe even ground and pound him. Only going to take one takedown, I feel like, from Zaleski to like get that finish on the ground. I'm going to go Zaleski by like a second on, maybe finish, like maybe ground and pound or submission. I think I'm going to finish him.
All right. Well, at least I feel a little more confident now because we're on the same page. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Even on the feet, like Chidi's like he's got good kickboxing, but like he's not really one of those guys that's going to stay in the pocket and throw it down, right? He's just going to like stay at range.
I guess I'm just more worried if Zaleski will shoot takedowns and use his grappling. He has it. We just haven't really seen him do it too much.
I'm not really like even thinking about the Jack Scroggins fight because that guy wasn't showing up to fight. I mean, he just kind of folded right with the first punch. I'm not even sure that was like a knockout. I mean, that was just like he just like kind of gave up there. I don't blame him, right? Like you're fighting a guy like Zaleski in your debut on short notice. I mean, it is what it is, right? But the fight before that, Randy Brown, even that Fracatina fight, bro, I can't tell you. Like I don't bet it props as like the -3.5 as much anymore because of that Renat fight. I bet the Renat by decision had him by over 2.5 rounds. So I cast that. I was all over Renat there, and he was looking good early in the first round. And once Zaleski just like started like turning up the pressure on him, it was all downhill there from Renat, and like that was just one of the worst nights for me betting on UFC because he almost finished him in the third round. I think if you can get takedowns on almost finish Renat, it was really tough. We know Renat's really tough. No one's finishing Renat, right? I don't think GD has a dog in him to like recover. We've seen him when he gets taken on, he just kind of like gives up. Like RoboCop, like obviously he's got nasty ground pound, but like he just kind of gave up there. Even that Olajic fight, he was looking good early in the first 2 minutes, and he just kind of gave up after. So I think it's gonna be like similar to that.
Yeah, I can see that. I hope so. Anyways, like I said, not betting this fight, but we shall see what happens. I think it'll be a good one. Let's see. Hard to bet Zaleski when he already has a pattern of losing to tall, thin black guys. We got Covert Bet MMA. What's up, Covert? Yo, him and Johnny K. Is this real? It is real, son. It's real.
It's good, Covert.
Appreciate you coming out, Covert. Live bet Zaleski after round one. I don't mind that at all. I think Chidi, if he wins a round, it's round one. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna be close. Mac, what's up, Mac? Dos Santos sub plus 1,000. Dos Santos who?
I think ITD, Dos Santos ITD. That's what I like better. Like plus 150, I think. You can even do fight ends inside the distance. I think there's a high probability of ending inside the distance.
Oh, okay, Dos Santos. Okay. Zaleski. Yeah, we're on the same page now.
Yeah, his full name, I think.
I know there's like a million names for him. Okay. I'm like,
yeah.
Zaleski. Oh, Dos Santos. Yes. Okay. Chitty, so boring. Let's see. Dan went to get a car run, made it back for the stream. There we go. When are we going to watch a live UFC fight, Johnny? Like live? I'm trying to go to some, but they don't like coming to the Midwest unless they're going to like Kansas City in Iowa. Like that's not the Midwest, guys. Like that's central US.
Like I want to go watch UFC live, bro. In Canada, they always do Canada dirty. We got Bilal Muhammad headlining a pay-per-view now. Like we had Strickland headlining the pay-per-view last year. You can't make this shit up.
I know.
It's tough. You're gonna pay 1K almost for tickets, and
that's crazy.
Bilal Muhammad. And worse, like the one that scares me from like spending all that money to go watch that fight if Bilal just lays and prays for 5 rounds.
He will.
Like, he's probably gonna do that, but I hope not.
But yeah, Kenny, if they ever come near Chicago within like 4-hour driving distance, I'll drive 4 hours, but I'm not driving anything more than like 4 or 5. So I went to Louisville, I went to Nashville, I went to Columbus. Those were the closest ones they've been to, like within the last like 3 or 4 years. So they just don't like Chicago. They don't like Chicago area. So I don't know why. What's up, JDM Freak? What's up, Johnny K? What's up, chat? Appreciate you coming out. The hardest fights to cap are when both can win or lose in every possible way, such as Chidi and Zaleski. I will say Chidi cannot win by submission, though. That's the one thing I will say.
He's not locking in a submission.
But other than that, they all can. Yeah, the other ways possible, I can see. Let's see. There is an Iowa card? Yeah, but that's like a 7-hour drive for me. That's the thing, and I'm not driving through cornfields for 5 hours.
Which card is that? The Iowa card?
I'm not for sure. I think it might be an.
Is that the Sanhagen versus Figgy card?
Yes, I think that is.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong. I don't remember. Come to Vegas for that's my goal. Actually, if somebody fights on that card and his name is Charles Oliveira, you gotta see him live. Haven't seen him live.
I hope he gets a title shot, bro. Like I really hope. Maybe they should do the rematch with the Sarukian.
They should. I hope he gets the shot at it for Islam. Honestly, he was supposed to fight Islam, and then he got that cut in his thing, and it ruined it.
What do you think is gonna happen with Topuria? Like, are they gonna do #1 contender fight, or I think they're just trying to negotiate right now.
He has to fight somebody in the top 5.
It's got to be for the title. I mean, I don't.
Otherwise,
like,
why
what
would
if he
he
loses to someone in the top 5? Then they can't do this one fight. Like, this doesn't make any sense, right?
I just hope he doesn't fight Charles.
I'll be back. Give me a second. I got some.
Okay, you're good. Des Moines, yeah. 51st day always gets the short end. Johnny, you should discuss at least 1 or 2 fights for live betting also instead of money line decision finish. Okay. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of live betting unless I don't know, if one guy gasses and the line's okay, then maybe I'll do something like that. But Topuria versus Islam straight away, that would be insane, and I'm sure a lot of people would be mad about that. As in, like, Charles Oliveira, Armin, Gaethje, even though he doesn't really have anything to say. Maybe Dustin Poirier, which he doesn't really. Dustin versus Ilya would be a good fight.
All right, I'm back.
Think Dustin versus Ilya, I think, would be a good fight.
Do you want to see Justin get killed, bro? I don't think that's a good idea.
Dustin Poirier.
Oh, Dustin. Okay, Dustin Poirier.
I think that would be a fun fight.
They should probably do the trilogy with Poirier and Justin.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they're too crazy about that though. Those two. I mean, money talks, obviously, but Jeremy M with the $4.99 dono. Appreciate you, my guy. Just a little something for your plane ticket. Appreciate that. Definitely put it towards it. They had their chance. We got Vulcan. What's up, Vulcan? Nick the Goat. What do you know about Blackshear sub plus 245? That's only plus 245.
His submission last time, I think it was like plus 400 almost over Saban.
Interesting. I thought it'd be a little bit higher than that. I know Cody's been sub 4 times, but I mean, I like it. If he gets a finish, obviously it's going to be by sub. I just don't, man, Cody's pretty tough though. But if he does get taken down on his back, or if Blackshear takes the back, I mean, yeah, the sub will definitely be live for sure. It's just getting there is the problem because Cody's he has pretty decent takedown defense, especially up against the cage, but we'll see. I like it though. Appreciate that dono. Dustin, Ilya, and Justin versus Islam? No. Where's Charles?
I don't want to see that Islam versus Justin.
And don't say Charles versus Armin. I don't want to see that shit again unless it's 5 rounds. Don't give me this bullshit 3-round crap. Ugh. Don't get me started. All right. Main event. Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze. Who do you like?
All right, we got Marvin, mediocre Vettori, taking on Roman, the slugger. Dolidze.
Louisville Roman slugger.
Bro, like, it's gonna be a fun fight, I think. I mean, the first fight I did pick Vettori by decision because Dolidze is extremely tough. Dolidze is one of those guys, like, if he doesn't get takedowns on you, he's just gonna like have a few good moments on the field, like go forward for like a couple minutes and like slug down, land some more hand rights, and if he can hurt you, then he'll like finish you. Do I see him finishing Vettori, who just got fucking beat up like a drum for like 20 minutes in that second, third, fourth, fifth round against Jared Cunningham, who's way better striker, way more powerful, has way more better technique overall, better finisher than Dolidze. No, I don't see him finishing Vettori. I know Vettori hasn't fought in 2 years, coming back after a bit of a layoff now. I'm still going to go Vettori. We see a lot of these rematches playing out the same way. Like even the DDP won the rematch over Strickland. Justin Gaethje won the rematch over Fiziev. Like even like a lot of these rematches, I feel like they go similarly. And this is fought 3 rounds. Maybe I'd pick Dolidze, and I picked him over Holland. I mean, I know he got injured in there. I think he would have finished him eventually. Played him by finish only. Dolidze finish only was like plus 145. If you can take finish only for Dolidze, I think he's going to be able to. He's probably going to be the one with the more finishing upside here because I don't see Whitaker finishing him. Unless Dolidze's like extremely tired. Even when he's tired, like that Mama fight, he was extremely tired and he still stayed in there on the 5th round. The only reason that was a majority decision because it was like a 1 point taken away from Mama for an eye poke. I feel like I think that's what it was. I'm gonna pick Vettori, but can't bet him at this at this close line. And the reason this line is so close is probably because of the layoff and injuries. He's had a arm injury, I think, or might have been shoulder injury.
Yeah, I think it was shoulder.
Yeah, so like I've been hearing the rumors, but still gonna pick Vettori because I think he's gonna be able to throw more volume. Yeah. Dolidze is okay. I mean, like, but on the feet, he just kind of waits around, man. Like, if you finish with Smith, Anthony Smith, I'd be like, okay, this guy has knockout power. Because Smith, like, it doesn't take much to finish Anthony Smith. I mean, you can hurt him a few times, and he'll just kind of show up, and he'll just let you like finish him off. But like, Marvin Vettori, bro, this guy's like, head's like so fucking big, and like you can hit him with anything you want. It's just not gonna go anywhere. So like, I'm gonna pick Vettori, probably like a 48-47. I mean, I think Dolidze is gonna win 2 rounds. It's gonna be close, and maybe could even be a split. But the only way Dolidze is gonna be able to win this one if he can like have forward pressure for like more than like 15 minutes, and he doesn't do that enough. He'll just like stay on the outside, wait around to like slug, throw some around, looping right hands, looping left hands, and I don't think he's gonna do that enough. I'm gonna pick Vettori by decision because I don't see him finishing Dolidze either. I think the over is gonna hit.
Yeah, I mean, I like the over too, and I do agree if Vettori wins, it's by decision. But something tells me, my gut tells me Roman gets this one done. It's gonna. I do think it's gonna be by decision, and I think it's gonna be very close. It could be a split too. I think Roman's gonna try at least to wrestle. He didn't try to wrestle at all last fight. It was just a striking fight. I think he landed the better moments, but he didn't land more volume. And his problem was he did not check any leg kicks. And Vettori was able to dance around the outside for 3 rounds and just hit his leg more times than Roman was able to land on Vettori. But Vettori has no striking defense at all, but he has a big ass head. He's not going to get knocked out. But if Roman can get him up against the cage, maybe get some takedowns. I mean, it could change he has to do something different than last time. So to me, and that fight was already that close, and I actually thought maybe Roman won, but no robbery again. And maybe I had a bet on Roman too.
It was close. I mean,
it was very close.
I wouldn't mind
it was moments versus volume. It's whatever the judges feel like doing that night.
The reason I think Roman lost that fight because he wasn't throwing any kicks in that fight. He's been throwing more kicks now. Like he threw kicks against Anthony Smith, leg kicks and body kicks, and he should probably. But even against Anthony Smith, like he wasn't like he was starting to look tired in the 3rd round.
Yeah, and then another thing too, like so that fight was super close, right? And
yeah, it was close.
Okay, so what fight was close just recently that happened last week? It was Gaethje versus Fiziev. Their first fight, super close. Now Fiziev came in on short notice, a little bit of an injury, then Gaethje makes it look pretty easy. I'm kind of going with the same thing here. I think Roman, he can make it not make it look easy. He'll make it enough to where the needle goes a little bit more his way here because Marvin might be coming back.
I mean, they're all in the small cage, right? Were they in the Apex last time they fought, or was that?
I don't think so. I think they were somewhere. I don't think it was the Apex.
Okay, that might probably favors Roman because if he has forward pressure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It could favor him here, maybe.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I mean, it worked out last week for me. I picked Gaethje. I bet Gaethje. I thought that line it should have been flipped the other way. Gaethje made it look easy. I don't think Roman's gonna make it look that easy, but I think he'll make it look close enough to where he wins this time. And we'll see. We'll see though. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get around to betting aside.
I think the over. I think the over
is the way to go.
You can trust the over because they're both so tough, man. Like even if they drop each other, like I don't think they're gonna be able to finish each other. Unless my only concern for like betting the over, because like Vettori, I heard the injuries and all that, and like that kind of like gives me pause to betting the overs because you never know, like he could like pop out his arm and like maybe
who knows if it's like a dislocated shoulder or we seen that with who was it that one time?
I think it was Aljamain. He fought Aljamain.
Yeah, who was it? I know
who he is.
Dillashaw. That's who he is.
Yeah, I actually bet him in that fight.
I think I bet Dillashaw too, and I'm like, if I knew about this, I would never have bet him at all.
Was that the card we did a breakdown on?
We could have.
That might have been the one.
It was a while ago. It was like at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was feeling good about that plus money. I didn't know about that injury, right? I didn't know about the injury.
Yeah, that sucked, but it is what it is, and that's the game.
I feel like they should disclose injuries. Like they should.
I wish they would, like
an NBA,
like NFL or something like that. They have to do it like right before the game. They're questionable.
Yeah, they should have to like disclose, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
No, never. We got Kenny Powers with a $5 dono, 1/3 of a Bud Light at the UFC fight. I mean, I appreciate that. I'll need all the money I can get.
Do you drink Bud Light or do you
I
drink
do not,
else?
but
Bud Light just tastes terrible, bro. I can't drink Bud Light.
Bud Light's terrible, but I appreciate that. I'll take a Miller Lite instead. Hopefully, if they have it at the stadium, I don't know. If not, I'll probably just do like a Modelo or something like that. I ain't drink a Bud Light though. Mr. Studio or girl.
Roman stole JP Bezos' girl, right? Like, I think he got her pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, they have a baby now. Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, I feel bad for JP Bezos.
He went through a bad
sucks because he can't even fight Dolidze, right? He's a flyweight. I mean, like,
Roman would destroy him. He can't do anything
fight
about
him. I mean, it just sucks.
He just get knocked out. That Texas and Vettori by decision. That's how he wins. I mean, got
even like if Dolidze is tired, I don't think I see him getting finished here. I mean, like Amava has way more power, way better striker. He actually hurt him really badly, and like Dolidze is just one of those guys you gotta like. I don't know what you have to do to finish this guy. Probably bring a hammer. Maybe bring a hammer along with you. Then maybe you have a chance to finish this guy.
Physiol says I got 5 units on DR money line and main event over 2.5. I like that. I like it a lot. Let's see. Dolidze decision plus 325. I mean, I think it goes. Bad. So it's not bad. It's not a bad look. Grimy. Let's go, Grimy. Let's fucking go. Pick him. He is the GOAT. That's why I got him on. Vettori blows. Dolidze going to sub him. Oh, that'd be wild.
I don't think he's gonna submit him. I mean, I'm just like the only way I see like Marvin getting taken on, he like goes for grappling like Hernandez, right? Hernandez was doing really well, then he went for grappling. I think he tried to take down on Dolidze. He can't tangle up in leg locks against Dolidze because this guy has nasty leg locks and ankle locks and stuff like that.
Yeah, Roman's never been 5 rounds, 3-round fight for Roman. It's 5 Marvin, and he can do it all day. I think Roman's okay. It's just. Marvin's not dangerous enough. That's the thing. But I mean, you're right. We'll see. MMA gods have spoken. This will be a bad card, so bet overs. Okay. No whiskey for Johnny. I don't know. Oh, that'd be whiskey. You know that. Come on. We got Vulcan with the $2.
We'll make a parlay for you guys right now.
Yep, we're going to make a good parlay right now, that's the time of the show that we're doing. We're going to do an easy money parlay where it's like a plus 100 or more, and then we're going to do a fun one, which we call the beer money parlay, and that's going to be over 1,000. So let's do the easy money first. What's something that we like? What both on? I know we're on a lot.
Holobaugh plus 3.5. What do you think about that?
Love it.
Do that?
Oh yeah, I was already looking at that, so I'm in.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
That's going to be a good one.
Then let's parlay that with maybe
what about DR?
Yeah, let's do DR money line and the plus
103. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid.
Do we want to look at it? Because I'm very confident in that already. But do we want to look and see if there's anything?
We can do the over. I mean, in one of those WMA fights, Sam Hughes fight +1.
Oh no,
plus 137. But it's not really adding that much value. I like those two. I like those 2 legs.
Let me just look because I mean I'm all over this one. Could be something. How confident are you in Waldo money line?
I feel better about Dos Santos than Waldo money line because it's like Spann. You never know. I just stay away from Spann fights.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little more confident in Waldo, so we'll just scrap that.
We'll add him to the long shot one. I mean the juicy parlay.
Okay. So yeah, let's do the Kurt Holobaugh plus 3.5, and then DR money line. That's plus 103. Easy.
Yeah, I think that was gonna cash. We can do Lima. I think you can have Lima, but like you're not really getting that much juice.
Yeah.
I normally keep my parlays like.
Well, are you more confident in Lima or DR?
I think Lima. More confident.
You think so?
Like, I feel like there's not really that much danger. Like Brenton and Barrow, like there is some danger early.
Okay, so we can do the Lima money line instead. It'd be plus 101.
It's the same thing, right? I mean, what do you think? You think Lima money line or DR money line better?
Man,
let's do DR. Honestly, I think DR is pretty solid. He's making his debut. That's my only concern, though, right?
Yeah, that would be the only. That would be the only concern with me is that, but I do think he's better everywhere, and I think he can win by any way possible. I think Lima probably wins by decision only.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it's definitely. But like, my only concern is like we seen Mario Pinto. last week. I mean, he won, right? But the first round was like so like crazy. Like him by KO was my lock of the week, and I was like, holy shit, he's gonna get knocked out by Austin Lane. I can't believe this is happening. I actually like. I mean, we can go DR and the plus 3.5. I think that's pretty solid. Or we can do change it up with Lima money line. But DR has finishing upside, so that's probably better. Overall,
That's what I was. That's the only reason why I'm like favoring DR a little bit, because I think he can get a KO, a sub, or a decision win. Lima's just probably decision, but a chance for a KO.
Yeah, we can
maybe
do that.
maybe
we can add
a
Lima
sub,
to another one. We can add the other parlay.
Okay, let's do that then. All right, here's gonna be the easy money parlay. Holobaugh plus 3.5 plus DR money line. That's plus 103. Take that to the bank. Easy money.
Now we can add the over. I mean, in the main win also, if you guys want. Well, that's gonna be a long 25 minutes. I mean, they're.
Yeah, I mean, as much as confident I am that the over hits, probably even over like 3.5. That's probably.
I like that too. Like honestly,
let's just go with this one.
I don't see like. I mean, he's gonna have to lock him out early, Hernandez, and I just don't think he's gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, no, I like this one. So beer money. Let's do some like plus 300 plays.
Or let's add Lima. I like Lima. Even the minus 400, I think that's pretty solid. Can you get him? Can you get him by decision? Like, is there props for that right now?
On Bet365 there is
maybe third rounder decision. You can just do the money line. I mean.
Well, if we're going to do something crazy, we probably need to get at least like close to plus 100.
We'll do like 4 legs. I mean, Waldo.
You want to do Lima? 4? I was hoping for like 3 tops.
3 legs, okay. So how much plus money are we gonna get? Do we have to get?
I want to get like plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000 for 3 leg. Okay, then we're gonna have to add props.
Let's go.
We can do Vallejos first, second on, or like Vallejos KO.
I don't know what the odds for that is, unfortunately. Because FanDuel hasn't come out with that yet.
Let's see Vallejos first, second on. Let's see what that is.
So I can see Lima.
Minus 140. Vallejos first, second on.
Okay. And Lima by decision is minus 120.
Okay, add that. And Vallejos first, second on. Is that gonna be like plus 300 maybe or plus 200? This card is tough, bro. For like long shot parlays. I mean,
I know. I'm trying to think.
You gotta add so many chalky favorites on this card.
What do you think about, like? What about Waldo by KO?
What's that? What's the number on that?
Plus 220.
It's not bad. I think that's solid.
I'm trying to think of like.
We're probably gonna have to add another leg because I don't think we can get plus 1,000 with 3 legs on this card. It's one of those cards, right? I mean, for UFC 313, you could have had like 2 legs to get like plus 500.
How do you think Zaleski wins?
I think he's gonna win by ITD. I think he can finish him by submission or even ground and pound.
Okay, so Waldo KO Zaleski inside the distance is plus 652, and if we do Lima by decision.
Lima by decision, we can do that.
That'd be 3. I think he wins by decision, but
what's the third rounder decision for Lima?
That's similar to I don't have that yet. I'm on Bet365. They don't do the like round 3 decision things. So if we do by decision, though, all 3 of those is plus 1278.
I mean, that's solid. We can do that. So Acosta by KO, Lima by decision.
Lima by decision, and then Zaleski by inside the distance.
I like that. I think that's good cash.
I'm just banking on Spann quitting.
Yeah, I could see him like just looking for the doors, second, third round.
Yeah, I'm trying to let me look and see. Maybe we can switch the Waldo one. I can see the Cheaty one getting Zaleski getting inside the distance, probably 2-3.
I was gonna do like what about Vettori by decision? It's only plus 100. Damn.
Yeah. Let's see where. No.
What about Kurt by decision? I mean, or we can do Kurt money line in that parlay, but I don't know if we want to put those into.
Yeah, I was trying to stay away from Kurt since we already have him in one leg, but there's not too much. I mean, Blackshear We're both
Fight
on
ended by
Blackshear pretty
submission.
heavy.
What's that
Both
fight
on
ended by
Blackshear pretty
submission?
heavy.
What's that fight ended by submission is
Plus 225. I mean, we can change that over
that's not bad.
Waldo.
I think we could. I could see a submission in that one, but he's pretty tough though. I mean, what's the name?
Yeah, I think I might want to. I think I'd
what's his name?
rather
Gibson. Yeah.
I think I'd rather fade Spann in that spot.
Yeah, let's do that
Same
one.
price.
I think Costa could finish him later.
Okay, let's just do that. Let's hope for the best. I've only hit 2 of these since we've been doing that, so
You don't need to hit a lot of these to like be up. I mean,
know.
you don't need to hit like one of those.
The beer is still flowing from the two wins.
Bro, I'm just waiting for PFL to be back. I had a crazy parlay end of the year. I think it was like 10 to win like 1,800, 1,900 almost.
That's
like
awesome.
PFL contender series, and I think it was like UFC mixed together. I got lucky on some of those. I mean, the last leg was Daniel Marcos against Yanez. Yeah, bro, I'm happy that he shot that takedown in the third round because he's not looking good. I was like, oh, you should have known I'm gonna lose my fucking parlay now with Marcos. But like, I was happy in that one.
All right, here we go. The beer money. We're gonna do Waldo KO, Zaleski inside the distance, and Lima by decision. That's plus 1278. And yeah, I think that I like it.
Yeah, I think that could cash. I mean, don't put a lot of money on those because those are like long shots for a reason.
Yes, you put a beer. How much a beer cost? Throw it on there. That's it. And then if it hits, then you're like, I got all this beer money. I'm gonna keep it for beer for the next 2 months. But yeah, that is it, guys. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us and hanging out for about 2 hours. So we definitely appreciate that. Before we get going, though, Pickem, please let everybody know who you are and where they can find you and what you got going on. Because I know
you guys can find me on Pickem MMA on YouTube. I also have Twitter, which is Pickem MMA. You guys can see my bets on bettermma.tips. I mean, it's free, so you guys can see if I have bets on LFA, PFL. We did really well LFA, PFL. We've been doing okay in UFC also. So if you guys want to see that, there's a link in my channel, and it's not going to cost you guys anything. So there you guys go. Thanks for having me on, brother. It was nice breaking down the card with you.
For sure,
hopefully
man.
this card delivers.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you coming out, and then we'll definitely get you back on. All of the information for Pickem is in the description below. His link to get to his YouTube, and definitely check him out. He does all different events: the LFA, PFL, Bellator. Bellator's not around anymore, but
yeah, they went under.
If it was, he would be doing it. I do. I like going to Bellator events. Actually, Bellator was the only thing, and I guess PFL would come to Chicago. Like EFC doesn't, but Bellator and PFL, they're like, okay, cool. So I used to go.
I'm happy that Pitbull's in UFC now. Finally, I mean, it's been a long road for him. He's fighting UFC 314, I think, right? For UFC Pitbull.
Yes, yeah. He's fighting Yair.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun fight. Should be fun.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, good luck on your picks. Good luck on your bets. Hopefully we gave you some insight for those as well. The easy money is gonna hit for sure. Beer money, I mean, 50-50. We'll see what happens. But take care. We'll see you next weekend or next week. Wednesday night, we'll be here again with a new guest. And have fun.